now as far as they have gone. Chance to make their way into this grand final. Desk mentioning it. Bit of a hate watch here in the crowd. Both teams taking down some of the tournament favorites and heretics as well as gentle mates. Both willing to play the villain. Now, squaring off against one another. Rose able to strike first, and LaRock off to the races is able to find 2 quick kills. One in reply from Brock. There's a massive deficit here, but Scuba, quick turn back over to Sewer's side, takes down the enemy Phoenix. Gets us back into a much more winnable position, and that paranoia ends up getting used quite early.
Yeah, it was a really nice TP there by Scuba. Brock gonna win the fight on the backside. Kreven down. It's a 2v2.
How have we gone here? Scuba's still gonna be contained this left side. It's not quite one tap though. Could survive a chest shot with 1 HP. That might just be enough of a window, given how clean that shot was onto LaRock. Double face now. Loita, they try to back away, eats a little bit of damage. Here's Rock, not quite giving a peek here. He's gonna try to scale off this though as the smoke does end up blooming. A reroute attempt for NRG. Trying to shift their way out of A. Being matched at the moment by Loita.
I'm out of here.
Lover's Rock at least making him think twice about it. It's gonna be tough to consider here. They're gonna be ready for Loita. He's tucked in right around the corner.
This classic could absolutely have them undone, but it's not able to find the kill quite just yet. Taking down to 18 HP, Brock at 9.
10 seconds left.
3 bullets remaining, 1 right click available. Saw the gun barrel there for a brief little moment. This plant happened to be stuck. And there it is. That could just be the round over, and it will be. Lover's Rock in position. Denying him the opportunity, the pistol goes the way of BBL.
The crowd doesn't know how to react to these moments.
I think I'm happy.
Did we win? Are we winning? Not sure. Absolutely love it. I mean, I love the arc for both of these teams coming into this. You know, NRG with a lot to prove this year. Last year's champions have been doing very well, all things considered. You know, in Valorant, it's been kind of that curse when you go to champions and then, you know, the next year maybe things don't go so well. But this year, I think NRG has a lot to be proud of, a lot to be still very optimistic about in this young BBL team. They play the villains and they play it so well. They absolutely embrace that energy. They love to be booed.
I'm out of here.
And I think the crowd would do well to maybe cheer them on. Maybe that's the way you get to them.
Yeah.
Go, go, go.
Hitting him with that positivity. Really piss him off. Ethan with a check forward in the garage is going to be tagged by that drone, but it's just full classics here. 15 never out of the equation. You always have to give it that consideration, especially when you do have Kiko on this chamber. The headhunter can find that impact. So far, no real push forwards. Going to be shock dart to the corner. Quite a bit of damage going to be suffered by Kiko, down to 61, but Ethan trying to open up a little bit of space here, and Kiko now backfilling that space, able to find that first elimination. Relay bolt to contain these 2 players. Meanwhile, the backstab getting ready to strike. Mana does end up getting found, though. The turn back from Lover's Rock off camera, but still brilliant. And in the end, they will be able to spare their blushes and stop the Thrifty from coming through.
Yeah, you should be able to keep both those Guardians, I believe, and the Bulldog as well, so that's perfectly fine. Damage done by NRG, like the strategy here, like the way Ethan takes some space, tees up Kiko, uses that relay bolt to try to buy some time, but this guy right here is on a tear. Feels like everything everything he shoots is gonna hit. And that right there was just a little microcosm of how good he can be. So yeah, 3 Guardians. That's what you're gonna be able to bring into this one, along with that Bulldog. So a little bit of a buy up, and oh boy, already down and out as Lover's Rock.
That quick little shutdown there. Running back, even going to be committed into this one.
Oh.
And Kreven, okay, peeling back those 2 kills suddenly gives them a window of opportunity. Spare themselves from what could be a very costly round. Rock still alive, still a chance to even farm up a couple more orbs here if he can get some eliminations.
Pretty okay for BBL in a way because you have the Cypher still alive, so some of that util there to at least keep NRG honest. They love to take these pauses mid-round. Oh my God, Kreven.
Gorgeous shot, a 3rd one in the round. And now back into an advantageous position. Our BBLs, they look to convert this bonus. The rewrap, the tuck away over towards mid here for Rose could absolutely be their undoing. Do they just silently walk past him over towards C? Seems like that's going to be the case, but they'll still have a very good angle to get on the flank.
wisely. They've cut sound. They haven't made any noise, so Rose can't call in the reinforcements early. He's gonna have to wait. That's gonna be it right there. Just heard the gunshots. So now rotates come through. Gonna be coming at you from a lot of different angles, and this one might be the least expected.
Enemy remaining.
There it is.
Spike down.
And now Scuba completely surrounded. Spike still on the floor. Time bleeding away. Collects it, goes for the corner plant.
10 seconds left. Spike planted.
Rock on the arrival. In the rear, and then Krevin is there for the alley-oop. Clean headshots the whole way through from the Cypher. A 4K. Does BBL convert the bonus?
They're looking really, really good, even with this huge start that NRG had, and you use the run it back. You think, oh boy, we might have beefed that, but Krevin gets a 4K, and that's got the NRG coaching staff flustered. Not happy about that as Bunkheart. I don't blame him. Giving up a bonus against the defenders on Haven is brutal. That is not a good way to start a map, especially your map pick.
No, absolutely not. Now, consideration for the operator. We'll just go for the outlaw.
Oh.
That faster, punchier punish that can come through, given that everyone other than Kiko is going to be having half armors.
Went back to the op.
Oh, okay. I glanced away for a second.
Yeah, he was.
I mean, it one-shots him regardless.
That's true.
So may as well go all in for it. As long as you don't get thrifty, you'll keep it.
Yeah. I think here now, Krevin sensing some of that early pressure for the first time. Doesn't have any trips here to help him. Has to dodge that shock. Really can't. Takes quite a bit of damage. Just has to evacuate site. I mean, nothing he can do there.
The space has to be given up, and it's just way safer to try to play this out in a 5v5 retake. Kiko is a world away, and that's why they're going to be TPing this over. So a little bit of Mirage on that C site here. Still able to find quite a bit of blood, but Spike is now planted. They have to counter pivot back across. Ethan watching for this, intercepts Rose, and suddenly Lover's Rock, he still has that operator in hand, does not have an overdrive, and Kiko's watching this entry into the A site.
Teleport's ready.
He's gonna try peeking for it, but it's a one-tap. That's an off recovered, and Scuba's there in heaven.
كم 3-1.
And perhaps a cast of curse for BBL, and maybe a blessing for NRG. They will get that thrifty to find their first round win.
Yeah, this one just really well thought out by NRG. You got to give them a ton of credit with the way that they drew up this round and executed it. They caused so much attention over at C. And meanwhile, they can scale a little bit on the other side of the map and then just fan out. There's so much you have to clear as BBL in this scenario, especially because you hemorrhage so many players. You don't really have that opportunity to go for trades. You're just going to have to guess correctly. And even if you do, like we saw with Lover's Rock, it doesn't really matter.
Go, go, go.
NRG players, very, very good.
Oh, and LaRock looking for the timing with the counter. Blind is out. Mata going to be snapped back. Molly able to shut down that, but LaRock rescales. He refights. He comes away with two.
I know exactly.
Does not want any momentum getting built up for NRG. As all of them, ping reveal, tripwire, finding the connection. Will eventually get cleared, but the camera had never gotten taken down, and that is going to be a flawless in response to the thrifty. Brilliant aggression from BBL.
They had a great read here, doing their homework on where Mata was going to want to try to create some space with his ultimate. They shut that down right away, and then they had another layer built into it. Rock there, so confident in those fights. And they threw the paranoia, they threw some flashes out right there, and then he reflashes, uses Ethan's fast lane against him a little bit there, because he gets Ethan, and then he's got the cover, so there can't be that quick trade from NRG. Very nicely done. And BBL, I mean, they want to scrap. They want to take fights. That's when they're at their best. And look at this huge dust-up brewing outside of C. Waiting for some contact here.
And what a read this is looking to be.
Just who's going to be more patient.
Do toss that op over, trying to get this one scaled forward. Curveball going to be coming in, but LaRock, the one ending up getting blinded the most, as Ethan will be able to find that kill onto the enemy Phoenix. Hunter's Fury is going to be exchanged on both sides. Lloyd, they're trying to dance around it, but he goes right into Rose's. Gets taken down, and then Rose down on the back end.
ذبح خويه كيف؟
They had it all set up. It was elaborate. It was well read. But the trap ends up backfiring.
Yeah, that one's tough. Catching so much of the flash there was Larock. He just could not respond. He's trying to scramble the safety and then things just go absolutely haywire.
Setting up an elaborate house of cards only for it to fall apart right when you're putting that final piece at the top.
One enemy remaining.
Revealed, nowhere to go, no way to escape. Lovers Rock dead. Up again on the floor.
Oh!
And Ethan is crispy.
Ethan.
He's feeling disgusted about that one too.
I mean, Ethan can still shoot. Don't count him out. I know he's had some shaky moments on the neon here at EWC, but he still's got it.
I mean, it was pretty much like when they first debuted it. I'm sure there's plenty of people that are tuning in for the first time wondering why the hell he's playing. He's been doing it.
Yes.
And it's just gotten better with every iteration.
Yeah, there's no doubt that Ethan can kind of do whatever you throw him into. He's just that good. You know, as the IGL, it can be tricky, but
oh yeah,
you know, just watch from the def cams, I guess.
Excellent in pretty much every regard. That's why this guy's got, you know, 2 champions trophies behind it. He's looking to add the EWC one into the repertoire.
So timeout.
توقعي اي توقع؟
Figure out what's going on. See what they want to change up. I mean, I think for BBL, it's pretty, you know, thirst or famine with these really aggressive starts you have to the round, and they've been able to read. I think they've been getting the reads that they want from the barrier drop, where the stack of NRG players are, and that's what they want, because they want to combo that utility so they can just not, you know, deliver the knockout blow right as the round begins. But you got to maybe tighten up some of the execution, or maybe the coaching staff wants to see a little bit of more
والله نظام متوحدين يا محد.
being shown. I think these traps are nice, but I think setting them up in a little bit of a different fashion, but it's pretty much a default now.
امسك نفسك امسك نفسك.
Drone early.
كيف ترجع مدرسة؟ ايش مدرسة انت؟ في باقي تدرس.
This operator at least cleared off that angle for Lovers Rock to take a more aggressive position. It makes it a lot more difficult for NRG to clear it, so they have to use the drone. Lovers Rock will be able to hide from that and then repeat this. Flash does fully connect, so sends out a warning shot.
محد روح اقعد على الطمك.
It's gonna give them the confidence to try something a little different.
Making plenty of noise through this page here. Now there's the slide in.
Oh,
Krevin still able to collect both kills. Duelist down. Rose catching Scuba out in the middle. Loita casually just walking back onto the C site. Brock none the wiser. Now Kiko, he's got the money for another one. A death would still give him that tour de force. So either way, he's going to be set for having an operator in hand. There's nothing more to be done here. The timeout call
30
doing wonders
left.
for BBL.
A great play from Krevin. See if he's going to finish it. Another big multi-kill round. Already seen a 4K from him. Go is going to get one. They pulled out.
Be a hella shot to hit, but here comes the flank. And Krevin will be able to find another 3K for the Cypher. NRG not yet able to try to catch up. BBL holding them back and accruing more and more rounds on this defender side.
Well, this is beautiful stuff from Krevin, first of all, to get those 2 kills. But then we don't see it in the highlight. He immediately toggles to the cam, catches the other 2 players of NRG that are creeping up Long Sea Hall, and that gives Loita the ability to step in there and catch NRG off guard with the quick rotation, because he's so, you know, able to get into that camera quickly. I mean, it's just so good. Like, the timing there, just amazing. Phenomenal stuff from Krevin.
Phenomenal.
Nothing off the shock darts here.
Stuff.
And a very quick pause.
Right here.
Slowing things down, trying to see if they can get a rise out of BBL. BBL not looking to give them a freebie.
اللهم لك الحمد الحمد لله.
He's gonna start cheating back, giving up a little bit more space. Relying on Lovers Rock with that operator holding it main to try to find an opening pick and shut down the aggression.
fantastic.
Maybe they'll be able to do so. Mata just not going to be fast enough on the draw to confirm that kill. Takes him low, but can't take him down. Slide in,
حلوة
Continue to push forward, looking for more info with that run it back.
What an adjustment there from Lover's Rock.
بروك شغل اودن من الحين
Tried
اصلا.
to bait and switch him.
شغل اودن.
They found my wall.
اسمع الاودن اسمع.
Get the spot out before that smoke bloomed. Now, realizing that this is going to be that push on a C, Kiko trying to intercept, will be able to do so. Moita's going to be thinking down, but the rock is right there, and he will be able to have the punish. Now they're going to be rerouted again. Boxed into garage. Forced out onto the side. Brock with the Odin in hand, still able to take that fight. Rose on the floor, a 2v3. Mark from the cam removed. Scuba. Opens right and probably turns back into garage. He finds Krebin, and suddenly this round is getting away from BBL. Rock gonna try to clutch this. Gets himself a third. Scuba. 71 health. Phantom in hand, but no further util, no smokes, no paranoia. The tap. Considering that peak. Scuba should be favored of the timing, and he is. Clutch not to be found. NRG rally back into the round in a big way. Collecting themselves a third.
Yeah, they're just winning some big fights. I mean, out in the open here. Yeah, Scuba and Brock. What a combo there. Brock with the Odin as usual. He's so fast with it. I feel like you've got the advantage. You've got the drop on him when you're swinging, but that is rarely the case. He's already ADS'd in before you even realize that he's aware of where you're coming from. Now it's going to be down to an eco here for BBL for the first time. And NRG pretty flush with cash, and Eco going to go for that outlaw. Does have that tour de force still sitting available. Ethan's going to have the overdrive, but so does Lover's Rock. So kind of a
انا تقوشت.
key ultimate to keep track of in this round. Generally, you're going to want to try to invest that overdrive and get value out of it. I don't know if he's going to go for it up this ramp here. I mean, Rose is there, watching from long A. Is this going to be some kind of trap play?
Going for the spot. Lover's Rock, though, can't pull the trigger on this yet. That Owen spam's coming out, and Rose, I don't think he was quite ready for those players to be scaled forward.
قاعد احاول افهم ايش
Maybe see
تكتبين
it
ما
now
فهمت.
either way. It does get spammed down. Well slated to take this round, deny a thrifty away our NRG.
Yeah, I mean, they're so good at the push and pull on this map. It's crazy.
BBL going to try to get that gamble stack going on A, but they're going to be receiving the bad news here pretty damn soon. Slow scale up from NRG will buy them a little bit of time to
بحاول
maybe suss things
اترجم
out
اللي
and
تقولونه
start
بس
getting
ما
on those
فهمت.
rotations.
فبركز في
There
الماتش
is
انا
the
وانتم
exact.
كملوا.
They're going to have to try to make a go of this with an overdrive and 4 sheriffs in hand.
It's maybe doable, but should be
كيف بيلعبوا
pretty
غيتك؟
unlikely
كيف بيلعبوا
given the
غيتك؟
weapons.
ما لا شوف اذا اخذ النيون بك ايرلي، اذا اخذ النيون لفرز روك بك بدري عاد يلت. بس ما ظني في عليك خلاص على اللي جاهل الوضع زين.
Yeah, and that's you not being able to use the overdrive now. No way to try to commit this one in. And will just be a bit of a firing squad. Krebin going to be good for 1 kill, stops it from being a flawless. But then NRG now
افضل لك فعلا.
knocking on BBL's doors. They look to tie this up 5-5.
Let's see. I mean, they're being a little bit
ايش
more
افضل لي؟
cautious on the map, our BBL, and
استلم الموازي.
something that NRG is so good at is they're so adaptive. You always have to
رجال ما
look
شفت
to
شيء.
Ethan in the way
انا
that he kind
عديت
of round
العالم
around
ورحت
gets the
لليوم
tendencies of his
الوردي
opponents so quickly and
واللي
starts
بعده.
using it against them.
Into the unknown.
Still not the best half here for NRG, no matter how this shakes out.
You want to play? Let's
Oh, my God.
الليل.
Nowhere is safe.
يا إلهي اللاين اب في
Nowhere
الوال
secure.
بانك.
All the walls are made of paper mache.
They are. Well, Kiko able to find Rose. Brock does get taken down. Meanwhile,
سلام،
the
يا
TBL, the spike got
سلام.
stranded. 2v2. That ping reveal out off the neural depth. Kiko having to back away. Both players down. 60 some odd health. Kevin very quickly rotates back into garage.
Yeah, I like that for when they have to make this push towards the spike. He can flank from behind. Just comes down to the timing. Kiko being very diligent of this, though.
Does he continue for the swing? Oh, he does, and Krevin dialed in on the angle. Immediately takes him down, and Ethan not quite sure where he wants to go. Looked on the counter swing, denies him, and he sprint to A. BBL
عطني كل تشامبر.
maintain the lead 6-4.
Yeah, for what it's worth, NRG has done a good job of shutting Lover's Rocks opt down, but outside of that, they're getting outdone in some of the rifling stuff. I mean, right here as well, you get it down to a 3v4. Larak on site, Krevin as well, doing good work, even though there's a bit of a bailout there for his IGL from Kiko in mid. Krevin, woof, he has been super sharp on the side.
يا لهوي.
Oh, blind pair, but I mean, Ethan just the one, not quite ready. Lover's Rock able to stabilize a lot faster. Now Loita keeping up and over.
قوة قلبك.
Gets it behind, comes away with 2 kills. That's catastrophic. Is now a 2v3. They want that lead guaranteed at the half. They might just have secured it here.
Dude, I am such a fan of this team. I love the way they play. It's just wheels off. Come on over to Pacific, boys. You'd be welcome with open arms the way you guys operate. That is such an aggressive play from Loita.
Oh, it'd be sick.
One enemy remaining.
Swing out a little bit of a double take here, but we'll be able to find one apiece. It's BBL take it 7-4. Sometimes the riskiest play, potentially the dumbest play, is the best play in the moment. As you just catch everybody off guard.
Dude, it's just so fun. This is so good. They have no idea. Oh, and he just...
لو ما
right on
نزل
top of
كان
it.
جه الأربعة يمكن.
Beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. This is so well coordinated. I mean, that's what makes this team so exciting right now is, yes, they have the firepower. The Turkish aid, you can
جداً
talk
يا
about
أحمد.
that all day, but to me,
جداً.
what makes them better is their coordination with the util. Getting a deep cam set up early. Oh, Lover's Rock.
Mata trying to find this elimination, but it's going to be Rose tagging in, breaking the 1v1 as Ethan is trying to grab the spike, and Lloyd is already there. NRG,
يا عمي.
they must have amnesia. They must have forgotten.
أوش.
This team likes to play, but how has Keiko gotten that?
Here, teleport's ready.
I mean, they should still be screwed. They'll still be dead. That was just wild from Kiko.
Goodness gracious.
Clear of that, and I mean, they're just encircling him, completely surrounded. We'll be able to take
يا ولد شال لك هيد ديليفري. شال لك هيد هو حتى هو قال ها.
I mean, on the defender's side, it's incredible stuff from them. You know, a lot of these players used to be on a team called Pacific. Love to see it. These guys are absolutely... I mean, that's ridiculous. That just... Kiko is also an incredible player and has been doing great things for NRG in this
يلا
tournament.
الهاف
He is
تايم
by
نعطيكم
far
اعلان. طب في الاحمر يا ولد. خلنا نترزق يا عيال.
Well, right now, all of NRG
الادب لك وغيره كله يطفى لا احد يقع عليه شيء.
8-4. BBL well out in front.
بعد البث كيفك؟
This is NRG's map pick. Could just be another one of those moments. Okay, we prepare for the opponent's map pick. They prepare for ours. We'll find out after the halftime break. For now, let's send things over to Luke.
لا لا بدي هو كان من شوي.
And I'm very glad to be joined by two mate
صدق والله بغض النظر
princesses, les deux princesses de
يمنع
Gentleman's Nami.
ان الاعلانات تجيك فيم ما يحسب مشاهده لك فما يجينا العلم اللي عليه العلم.
Et vous savez très bien d'où vient le public ici d'abord. Mélina, moi je voulais te demander un petit peu, on sait qu'il y a beaucoup de trash talk du côté de BBL, beaucoup de gens qui les huent, etc. Qu'est-ce que tu as envie, qu'est-ce que tu en penses de tout ça, du trash talk, qu'est-ce que ça fait partie du jeu?
Ouais, c'est l'e-sport, ça fait partie du jeu, faut l'accepter, c'est bon délire et c'est comme ça.
Toi tu le fais un peu, te lever, dire aux gens de s'asseoir, c'est comment?
Ouais, sit down, ça part direct. Ouais.
Sit down, ça part direct. Yeah, trash
طب
talk
ما
is just
فهمنا.
being part of the game. So I like the BBL boys when they do it. You know, you tell them to sit down. I think that's pretty common. Et de l'autre côté, I have an European GC champion with Gentlemates Nami here, the IGL of the GC team. Donc ce que je voulais te demander, ma belle, c'est qu'est-ce que ça fait, tu vois, d'avoir tous ces fans qui sont là. J'imagine que tu es très contente de les rencontrer. Et dans des matchs à haute pression, qu'est-ce qui fait la différence? Comment on arrive à gagner?
Bah, franchement, on arrive à gagner en partie grâce à eux. Ils sont incroyables. La vérité, franchement, sans eux, les matchs seraient pas pareils. Et quand tu les vois, quand on voit tout le support et tout le soutien qu'on reçoit, franchement, c'est une envie de, c'est une rage de.
دقيقة تقول لك مع ميت سلاجل.
C'est les fans qui te font gagner.
C'est les fans qui font gagner.
J'adore. The fans are helping us to win. Hearing them, seeing them in the chat, in the Twitch chat, it's always helping, of course. And maybe to pay honor to the gentlemates, we can start a chant. Gentle, mate, gentle, mate, gentle, gentle, gentle. Back to the game.
Who are they talking about?
I don't know.
Who's that team?
طب طلعوا. إيه عجبني المعلق. بصدق مين ذولا؟ طيب طلعتوا يا.
They're getting that. I mean, you're getting some absolutely
wild stuff
in this first half.
بقى أصلاً. دورني. لا أنتم ولا فيتاليتي. ولا تيم فرنسي قاعد.
NRG has had a few moments of their own, but not enough, and you got to be concerned. Going over to that attacker side, but NRG, one of the best in the world on defender's side. Kiko off angle, not able to find the shot. Headhunter gonna connect on the first.
Exit now, looking for the repeat, and will be able to find that final.
طيب اطلع يا دودة اطلع قد جبت واحد ودمشت اطلع.
Damage suffered here on to Rose, down to 45 health.
Defense here so fast, and BBL is trying to rotate away from this. They're trying to go B.
Taking the spike up into garage window here, and Ethan cannot find that elimination. He finds a smattering of damage, but can't quite confirm it. Knocked down to 22. And Scuba not wanting to over pursue. They know that they have Bada on this flank angle, and that's going to be their big win condition. There's no trip set up here at garage.
BBL اذكى بس ايش ناويين عليه؟
They're just pumping the brakes, but they're now watching for this. Bada, he's giving it a recheck, but will slink back in as they hear that flank getting committed to. And Rose has just absolutely destroyed him.
اوكي الجيم ذا
Recon going through, like able to find the one with Brock.
كله والبانك وثرو سموك وثرو وال. سلام يا روز. تذكروا كلامي عن روز اللي انا قلته. تذكروا اللي حاضر البث قبل امس.
Bails them out a little bit. This is very, very uncomfortable the whole time.
مو متذكرين ايه الاطفال ما هين. انت بس عليك تاخذ حلاوه ومصاص وتتابع. تكلم مع الشباب الرجال الطحاطيح اللي مصحصحين. شرواك اتش شرواك يا ذيبان عشان ما تقول انك تدقني. شرواك يا قلبي. ايوه انا اللي هذا اللي اقصدهم.
5-player stack on the C site.
فهمت علي؟
Looks like Scuba and Mod are squaring up. It's just about to watch them fist fight each other.
Sounds about right. Gotta hash it out.
Just patiently waiting in case they end up coming this way.
اوكي.
For now, BBL continue to lean it more in towards B.
عشان يجي الضغط في السي يسمكون انفسهم بعدين ما حد يذا بعدين يفلش من السموك. فهمتوا؟
It seems safe, and maybe there's like one tucked back here at worst. So you're feeling pretty comfy to get the set up the post plant.
Spike planted.
Don't have the hot hands, but do have a couple shock darts for that post plant. Rose is going to see a lot.
Push for it. There's that outlaw. Mana dead. Scuba down. LaRock will be able to find him. This is starting to look like a bit of a flawless here. As Kreven gets right in on top of him. The flawless
هات البونس.
BBL not giving NRG any room to breathe.
احس تشامبر ما له فايده. تشامبر ما له فايده اصلا بشكل عام من حتى في المتا حقته. تشامبر ما له فايده بس انه سطى في المتا وبدوا يلعبونه بشكل كبير لان السنتينل ضعاف. حرفيا كل جاي ضعيفه. فايس ما باتها ما هي موجوده. سايفر ابو كلب. جت البفات. جاب بف الترب. جاب بف الكل جوي. وعدلوا لك كم شغله صح ولا لا؟ حتى سيج جاب بف على الهيل. سيج مي سيج. تشامبر وش؟ فلعبوه علشان المتى اوب ومتى للسيوتل مور ايم وما تلومهم. ففي ناس ما طلعوا يعني سووا الروستر. في ناس بنوا الروستر 2026 واخر 25 انبنى الروستر على المتى، فجابوا شخص ايمر مثلا، اجيبوا روستر واحد ايم يلعب تشامبر يلعب سيج يقلب سكند دولست زي فينيكس. طيب افرض انهم نرفوا تشامبر، ايش يسوون في اللاعب؟ صعب انه يحول شيء، فهمت؟ ما يرتاح له كبرو بلاير. يعني انا اشوفها جاب انه ما يكون عندك صلاحيه، فيخلونك تكمل عادي، فتسوي تشكيله يعني تضبط. يعني في مابات تشامبر ترى كويس، انا مو شين، بس ما هو لك داون تشامب. يعني يا لازم يجيب كلات كيكو، لازم الان كيكو يعوض في الكلات في الديفنت. انك تلعب تشامبر وتلعب اجرو ولا تجيب كلات. شوف تشامبر الان يوسلس، اللعنه يوسلس. مثل رينا، انك تلعب شخصيه مثل رينا في الاتاك. رينا لما تجي تموت او قبل لا تدخل سايت ما منها فايده، لازم تذبح علشان تستفيد. انت فقاب عكس شخصيات لازم تذبح فيهم علشان تستفيد منهم. فبدأت كاونترت زي ما قاعدين يكونترون الحين كيكو. ايش الحل؟ تاكل زق، تكرمون وسامحوني على الشفافيه، لكن سايفر ستيل في فائده. سايفر يقدر يسلم لك السايت، حاط لك تربسي وكام اي.
I mean, but it didn't peter out until they met this very team. That was that moment, them losing 1-2 against NRG, sent to the lower bracket, and then elimination from there.
ايه مصحصحين.
They remember that. They want. Oh, what is this man doing? Get him off my screen.
Yeah, well,
get him out of here.
No, this guy.
ايش الحركه؟
It's cursed, like literally cursed.
I wonder which team he's supporting, and I'll put that in quotes. But it's another timeout call. Last one for NRG.
I don't want to know who he's supporting because it
makes
me feel bad for that team.
منو سكوبا؟
I don't want to feel bad for either of these
سكوبا حق NRG.
I like both of these teams.
اسم الحركة سكوبا.
I'm all about this villain arc in this event. I'm just loving it. Just like
سكوبا.
It's like getting into the Killing Joke or something. You know what I mean? Like just a great graphic novel about great villains. Love it.
Well, right now, one is beating the piss out of the other.
That works too.
Hasn't really been a very close affair. And I mean, despite the run that he had, especially in the previous series, to get to this point, Mata at the moment is one death away from Pi.
That's pretty surprising. I felt like Mata was starting to pick things up. The event has gone on, and he's such a big piece of the puzzle for NRG. If he's thriving, then you would think that, you know, with Brock and Kiko there as well, to be pretty consistent in the fragging department, that they should be well suited to take down most opponents. But he's kind of had some rough ones this year. Kiko spotted, thought about trying to challenge anyway.
He's still going to go back in.
He's making a lot of.
He at least wants some information. BBL are giving him absolutely nothing.
Concern is going to be their backside coming out of double doors. They're able to clear Mata here. Should be maybe okay, but wow, the rotates were so fast from NRG.
Because they've given up the space, they nearly had them walking forward into 3, but Kiko moves, shifts away from A. They get the right read that B is going to be the hit, but then there's that late flank through. Clears the sight.
Yeah, they gambled. They gambled to move Kiko over away from A. That opened up the sight for Kreven.
Waiting for a contact fight that's not going to come. Smoke's now coming through. They start to realize.
جاك رمضان كريم، رمضان كريم، عيد مبارك. كل عام وانتم بخير. عيد سعيد.
Won't be able to even find a lick of damage.
مبروك ما جاكم.
But not much.
Not much. Loroc's ultimate here is a big difference maker.
Oh, and if they can get through it without even committing that.
Yeah, that'd be even better.
Well, he will still go for it. Wants to just take this up to 12. Rushing forward, still able to find Ethan. Kiko just
حلوة يا عمي، ودني مبسوط بس يا عمي. ايش التيم NRG يا رجال؟ راح بس.
It is 12-4 and this is destruction.
اوه لا نكست بريز. كنت تكون 1-1 صدق.
They're doing so many things right.
لا 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 بيبي كويسين في بريز. خذها من عندي 2-0 زي ما توقعت انا في الموقع.
The way that he's able to anchor some of those sights on the defender side and here.
كلها ضد ماذا؟ من اللي قال له يزحف ويهايط يا ولد؟
Just
كان عضيت على صغيره وكسبت الجمهور. شفنا نكشن كيف كسبوا الجمهور، هم مطلعين فريق
has to string together 8
فرنسي.
to get it to overtime.
ما ده قدام ده الحين اثنين سكيورتي مسيوخ.
Oh, ends up jumping into that one, and then Kreven is there in sewer. He's everywhere he needs to be. Curveball out, Mana gets nada. Keiko only able to find the one.
دلعني
And that
دلعني.
should be it. The spike now planted. Scuba, his feet burning. The blaze wall in hell.
إيثن شو بتعمل؟
And Ethan at 16 health.
إيثن
with just a
بتودع نكست جيم
Spectre.
عندك تلعب كيو بتفك نفسك من النيون. اللي بعده جي جي
13-4 BBL.
13 4 حلو الجمل. سلم لي بس.
Close out an easy breezy win on Haven.
Good util in particular from BBL to
حلو
set up some
صراحة
individual
يعني
players
هذا ما
on
بهم
point
تشكيلتهم.
on a tough map here.
التو سموك
You know, BBL very
شيتر وهو
comfortable
يلعب كيو.
on breeze NRG
تولي
up and
شيتر.
down with
بس
it.
هنا يلعبون تو دولست. روك يلعب جت
Issues.
Speaking of issues,
Yes.
ولافرز روك يلعب نيون.
Vin's here.
Yeah, well, wait.
No, but we do have a tech issue on stage. Seems to be with one of the in-ear, so we should be able to just get them swapped out. And then we can go back into this one. NRG, yet to find a pistol. That's been a bit of an issue for them.
That's a problem. I mean, they came close on the second one. They had an opportunity because BBL, frankly, almost kind of yeeted it by.
على كيف وش اللي ما بيبل؟ سألتك بالله ما بيبل.
It didn't work, but got an audio issue with Lovers Rock.
أجل معناته في البيك ايجنت قاعدين يسوقون أمها بالخط.
Lickety split. Get into breeze.
في البيك مابس.
Yeah, there wasn't much to say about that previous map because it was so one-sided. It was like, I thought there were moments where I'm like, okay, NRG's starting to figure them out a little bit. They're making some decent reads, but you know, BBL has all the confidence in the world.
وش ذا يا ولد؟
Still some smiles, some laughter for NRG. You know, they've been here before. They know what it's like to be down in a series and to come right back into it and still come through with the win. You can never count this team out.
No, you can't. And BBL, they are well aware of that, heard it from those players themselves. I believe it was Lovers Rock saying they are a champions winning team. We cannot underestimate them at any given point. It's not over until it's over. Roy took a quick peek. Not near enough by. Slide. A bit of cover here as Kiko gonna be back down to 7 off the rip, but it's gonna be Brock coming away with the opening elimination as Loita will fall. Snake fight at the ready.
بوريك
The back does displace Ethan. Interrupt.
والله يا عيال والله جاني فضول اوريكم والله.
Well, gonna go fly.
ان قال الله اني بسويها. ان قال الله. خلي
able to find a couple of kills, but Brock gets himself a third before finally falling. Scuba now. The last one standing, slow walking through that wall.
أنا ليش قفلت صفحة؟ حلو بيبل جاب البستل. حلو بيبل جاب البستل.
Third pistol in the series for BBL.
It's always Brock making these pistols close, but there's just too much firepower. It's some really good util again to buy some time. Loita almost got that first kill. Slowed down the roll even more here for NRG. Brock goes up on top of the box. And no Brock to gun this time. It's gonna be Rose with the big 3K in response. The IGL getting it done. He can frag out. Everybody on this BBL team definitely capable of popping off at any given moment.
خلوا راوند اتش. انت تدري ايش انا ابغاه؟ بغيك شغله بغيك شيء. بغيكم شيء.
Again there on to Kiko as Lovers Rock just able to hold him back. Beat him away with that outlaw in hand. And this, well, okay. Cheeky little right click on the corner, able to find the one, but in the end, this is still going to be a damn clean anti-eco. Back on his feet once more, a 4K. This Neon is online.
For sure. And this time, again, with the snipers.
أيوة.
A little bit shaky with the operator early on, but that outlaw doing wonders. A couple players going to be one tap to it even. Not the players that are going to be making the entries necessarily, but some on those back lines. Ethan and Brock only the half armors available. So it's going to be key to keep them out of the purview of Lovers Rock.
اوكي مو بهنا معليش. اوكي مو في البامبك، وين شفتها انا؟ وين شفتها؟ اوكي في اختيار الشخصيات شفتها. اختيار الشخصيات. خلي الشخصيات تجي. اتوقع في الشخصيات.
These Guardians just hitting a little bit different from BBL today. Boy, they're going to be taken low. Still alive and in the fight, trying to align those shots, but Kiko does find the timing to collect two at backside. Spray from Rose, just a hair off as Kiko. They had heard him. They know exactly where he's going. It's a matter of, can he find anything else?
Scuba.
والله لو يجيبون بونس شيء مجنون.
But Kiko's not going to be looking left, I don't think. Nope, now he will. Gets himself another. Scuba takes down the rock. Looks like bonus not to be converted this time around. Unless Krevin pull off a 4K of his own.
الله يبيض وجهه.
He's already got one in this series. Wouldn't think he's on for this one though. This one should be rather challenging.
No, Util, just your defensive Viper wall set up on B. Maybe give you an opportunity to try to get it up to half, but fragment as well as that 0 point available. Did deny him from just toggling it. Best case scenario from here really kind of feels like a couple kills and get the Hunter's Fury out. But NRG should be playing loose enough to allow that to happen. There's the fragment, there's a spam, and Ethan will take him down. So NRG now on the board in round 3.
Okay. Still, you had moments in that round where you thought, oh boy, BBL are gonna take the bonus.
I believe that's a reference to Mana. They're saying, hey, I can't hear the audience. That's weird.
What's up with that?
بسرعة.
Nice work by Kiko though. Exactly what you need. That entry player getting 3 frags.
شوفوا.
Getting himself up into positives. Yeah, that Hunter's Fury though, still going to be in the bank.
كنسل الموضوع. أنا منتهي.
Not quite there for BBL. Deep early util here sent by NRG.
Mata, early shutdown onto the rock, the Hunter's Fury. Off the ping reveal, Lover's Rock going to be tagged down to 45. Well, Kiko trying to scale forward, but Krevin will be able to finally dispatch him. Not that scale forward, that crunch attempt into the B site from mid.
ما ادري ليش شفتها BBL والله العظيم ما ادري متى شفتها.
Crucial that
ما ادري جبت العيد وبس.
So good about it.
يلا اهم شيء طحنت الحبه اللي في مخي.
Looked as well out from mid. Able to get a piece of the action. Now that Spike stranded on the floor. Brock. A 1v3. Two of these players so dangerously low.
اوكي 2v1 يا عيال.
I have the Spike. Revealing area. Spots them both, but he's out into the open.
حلو BBL.
Loida collects another. BBL move up 3-1.
عموما بتروح 2-0 ان شاء الله BBL.
Just an absolute nuisance for NRG. These side anchors that he's been able to orchestrate. Feeling like a symphony with what he's been able to compose. Nice shot there from Loita, but this right here, the key kill in the round. Keeping that extra player, being able to do anything else from really able to take control of that site. And it's kind of an awkward buy. Kiko does have an outlaw because of the economy of BBL. Everybody's one tap to this thing. This could be a hell of a purchase, a value he could find. Has the Blade Storm too.
Quite able to find that shot to the wrist. Goes up and over. Krevin going to be pushed forward. And Mana will be able to collect that elimination. Not too much damage going to be suffered either as Larock pause, doesn't pull the trigger. Now looking for that follow-up, can't get it. Just going to be Scuba eliminated. And NRG full control here in this round. They know exactly where Loita's at as he grabs the gun off the floor. Plant can come in very safely.
Spike planted.
Cover going down. So isolating, finding kills from here, looking to be nigh impossible.
And this should be pretty much undoable. You should even be thinking about the save here as Loita. Ethan already aware that that could be possible. He's in a position to maybe get a punish. He's going to hear those footsteps,
yeah,
I'm pretty
he was
sure.
Just in range, I do believe, but no one going to be fast enough to really take him down. We'll see counter rotates all the way back out toward the shop. I think he's gonna
نهائي
be
سخيف
fine.
فعلا.
So, NRG
شوف بالله هذا نهائي
back a second round win for themselves.
لعب ميت، تعليق منتهي يا اخي،
Things up after this one.
الله يهديهم. يلا اهم شيء نشوف يسلمون الكاس اليوم.
I think they're going to have enough to scrape something together here if they want. To see what their consideration is given the economic situation. Cute little things the players bring onto the stage with them. This is a great entry.
لا مو النهائي
Explosive.
بس قاعد اعطي على جوه.
Kreven has tough decisions to make, tries to swing that corner again towards the choke and is this time defeated. And they're able to clear back sight. Rose was trying to tuck in back there and just dealt with efficiently by NRG. They need more of that. This round right here, like I said, bye is going to be awkward. But you do have that overdrive for Lover's Rock.
Paranoia out, the up and over, but the ping reveal is in, and 2 kills quickly going to be collected by BBL. That Hunter's Fury layered on top, cleans up Scuba. Just like that, BBL, they give up a little bit of space. They let NRG in for another round win. And they immediately just punch back with aggression.
And it's the reads again, where they're just, we think they're going to go mid. Let's set up
شوف الجدول إذا تبي تعرف وقته. أقصد إذا تأهل BBL بيكون نهائي سخيف لو تأهل BBL، وإذا تأهل NRG بيكون نهائي قوي. يا رجال روح بس. إيش مشافيح أمريكا. أي شيء أمريكي يقدرونه. ما زق من NRG إلا ثيف. على الأقل ثيف خلى يجي شيء جديد. أخيرا شفنا تيم غير G2 ونRG. شفنا ثيف. والله. معليش. ما أدري إيش المميز إنك تشوف فريق دائما تشوفه. هذا واحد. اثنين، أنت المفروض تنبسط إن BBL يتأهل. كشخص محب لفالورنت المفروض إنك تستمتع إن BBL بيقابل 100 ثيف. مع إني أنا ما أحب ريجن أمريكا بشكل عام، بس ثيف بيذكرنا بسيناريوهات 2020-21، وBBL فريق يعتبر مو اوكي بس ما عنده خبره، ما صنفه من التوب 8. من تبغى نهائي انت؟ من يعني من انت قلت BBL اذا تاهل نهائي ميت، معناته انت تبغى NRG في النهائي، صح ولا لا؟
good amount of teams be able to get things done from there. Granted, that solo duelist, NRG, maybe they'll be able to pilot this better from the defense, but they still need to find more rounds.
Yeah, it's tough right now for NRG.
طيب.
The thing that's worked the best for you is just go and B, and that may be what they end up.
المشكلة أقول له ليش نهائي بايخ؟ يقول لي إيش؟ يقول لنا BBL بيتأهل. ما قال لنا نكشن ما تأهل. فمعناته اللي يفهم، اللي يقرأ كلام ايش يفهم؟ انه يبغى NRG يتأهل، ويخليني اسولف عن NRG 13 دقيقة، بعدين يقول نكشن. ما ادري هو غير رأيه يوم سمع ردي ولا ايش. قل من البداية تمنيت نكشن يتأهل في النهائي، ولا تمنينا نشوف فيتاليتي في النهائي. قل كذا.
for their own moments, and BBL commits to it right off the rip anyway.
NRG BBL أو NRG ما تفرق. بس تيف عادي. يعني تيف متعة عندك في النهائي، مبسوط. أنت تدري إن هذا مو النهائي. تمام اوكي. انا ليش احتر؟ وجهة نظري في النهاية، صح الواحد يفضل الريجن الامريكي اذا ما ريجن. تمام اوكي. كل واحد له وجهة نظر. انا بحترم وجهة نظرك، تمام. ونقش النهائي ممتع، بس طريقتك في الطرح جدا غريبة، ما انت بواضح. خذ بوس حبيبي الله يسعدك. مو طيبة. بس BBL نهائي ممتع إذا تأهل. قاعد يشق quickly pushing forward, a glimpse, and he's still able to find Brock. The jump into arches, Loita holding his own for one more, but Kiko gets up to a third. It's Rose, the spot out, Mana, the spike, never planted.
Kiko just gonna have to
كارو
Look at LaRock.
sprint over towards A, but as you mentioned, LaRock, he's got the knives. He is lying in wait, hearing the footsteps and tapping.
روز قاعد يقدم مباراة كبيرة للتيم.
And a dagger into the back of NRG. They try to no avail.
الله أكبر ضد المغرب الله أكبر. مو بعيب إيش بوسة أعطيت واحد بوسة لأن الله المستعان هذا اللي أقدر أقوله. فليل الموضوع بحب الله لا يعيد ترتيب الكلام من جديد اللي جاب يطرح أتمنى لأن طرح الله المستعان صدع في مخي.
Thwarting NRG from even getting the plant in. Have to use the code shield here.
Okay, Shags found Kiko down the 10, swing in the corner. Lloyd looking for that second kill, but it's a little bit of an overheated scoop up. We'll be able to find the one, but BBL making up for it in spades.
Spike again.
Last player standing.
سبايك عندهم
So far away. Might as well be on another continent.
6-2
And if
ودني.
NRG can't rally back into this, that's exactly what they're going to be doing because they're going to be going home.
Well, they still have the consolation. There still is
That is true.
the third place match.
Mentally.
ايه الكلام اللي انا ما كنتش موجود البث روز قلته عن اللي فات صراحة ما فيني ارجع اقوله والله يا كريم كلام تكلمت كلام طويل عن روز بس مختصرة بختصر لك اياه انه روز قدم افضل مباراة قد شفتها من اي جي ال قدم مباراة اي جي ال من جميع النواحي تكامل من جميع النواحي لو استمر بذا العطاء في مباراة NRG وقدمها بيفوزوا 2-0 على NRG وانا حطيت بالبرودكشن بالبيكمز انه بيفوزوا 2-0 على اساس انه روز بيقدم ذا الاداء كاي جي ال لتيمه وفعلا قاعد يقدمه وزياده. هذا مختصر الحديث وقلت كلام اكثر. كريد وكا بلانات يوتل ايم كلاتشز هداوة روح
staring in towards backside, but there are still a lot of angles that need to be cleared, and now Kreven taken down.
المفروض يكون لي سيف اللي يقدر ياخذ بك ويطلع ايه. اصبر والله فيها لو اخذ بك الحين.
And go for the clutch, or do you just go for the save? That kill, I think I know which one he's going to pick. Some reposition.
بسرعة بسرعة.
Expecting the swing to front of pyramids.
بيلعب اكزت.
And he's still just sticking with this. Swap now over to the mantle, sees how many bullets he's got, catches a glimpse, knows exactly where Mana is. Holds it up to half, and Mana does have the timing down.
من أول والله إنه غبي. ولا شوي لفظ له.
Gets NRG a third round win, but good lord, that ended up being so much closer than it needed to be.
والله ما أدري.
And that's the advantage of having the bigger chip stack at the table. You can go for plays like this because you know that you can buy into the next one regardless.
تبغى أعطيك إعلان؟
But Mata
أنت غزك.
sturdy at
لا
the
باقي
end
على
there.
الهاف.
Time was just so low at that point. I mean, I like the way that BBL is trying to set up this retake. They know they have to get ahead of that Hunter's Fury, so they want to push some space.
أوكي معهم فايبر ألتو معهم أومن. كروين في البي دائما كالعاده الفايبر متوقعين انه في البي. اومن بيسوي روتيت بالالت المفروض لو راحوا بي بس خلاص شوف الجت تقدم ماخذ البي لروك فجاء روتيت بس غريب ما هو بشيلين هم الدور.
Kiko, Kreven getting involved, finds Brockman. The trade backs here from NRG looking good. Significantly better position now.
اللي ابغاه من روز الحين خليهم يسيفون. اللي ابغاه من روز
LaRock, same question. Do you try to go for it? The team's
يلعب ريتيك اي محترم تمام يركز 2 بي 1 ميد يعني باختصار يودي الجتة وايا كان الفايبر مع واحد يلعب هو هنا روز ولا ايا كان واحد من الدور ابغى واحد بس يلعب يلو ويلعب لي ليه ريتيك اشوف هذا حله في اللي قاعد يصير طيب لان احس الريتيك عندهم ممتاز النقطة الثانية يلعب واحد فايبر يخلي البي ريتيك او الجت او اوب او ايا كان، واحد بي يلعبون اثنين هنا مع واحد من الدور فيفوكس الاي. واضح واحد مت. باختصار انا ابغاك تاخذ الايمين كنترول بون واي، فتجيب الاومن مع السوفا مع جيت او نيون ياخذون الايمين كنترول بون واي وشغل لطيف، والسوفا بعدين يروح يدورون مد. اندرستاند؟ والفايبر يمسك البي والجيت ترميه في مكانه، فبنشوف هذا حل. لأن صراحة الاي كيف ترتيبها، هذا البي هذا الاي هذا المد.
Especially if you don't just lose the next couple of rounds. Like if you find at least one more here as BBL off of this timeout, you're feeling really good going into that second half. And with how the pistols have been going,
دائما يكلم
should be through the roof. Maybe a little bit of a
انا اوكي فهمت علي. فالاي تخلي اومن ون واي مع نيون مثلا وسوفا وهو في الميد دور. سوفا هو في الميد دور يرسل ريفيل الاي ويدور ون ميد. واضح في الديفنت. اتكلم عن بي بي ال والفايبر يكون في البي. الجيت ترسل يا هنا يا هنا. كيفك؟ إيه او انك تلعب زي ما قلت لك الاي ريتيك، ترسل فيها واحد وتفوكس بي مع مد، وهذا حل برضه ممتاز. شوف حطوا ون واي بيخليهم يستعملون يوتل، طلع الاومن حلوه مره. ريتيك الاي فنان، هذا افضل خيارين لبي بي ال، ما له ثالث بدون اجريسيف. شو اسمه في جهة المد ولا استعمال يوتل هم بدون كسرة. فاللي سواه كذا حلو. اومن يوم حط الون واي طلع لعبوا ثلاثة جهة البي والمد، مرة ممتاز. واحد يلعب ليت روتيت التوب، وهنا ثلاثة. اومن الحالة كافي. شفت الون واي سواه.
Ethan able to find the quick transfer, swings up a little bit more, but the sun is going to be there.
Spike down mid.
Still gets his team into a very solid spot. Brock will win the fight in mid. Kreven down. Now
والله اخذ توبك في المدور. لافرز روك صراحة يقدر يسويها بس يبغى يكون دقيق.
Here ready to try to intercept. Question is, do they take the spike and collect it, go elsewhere? No, they play it forward. And they cannot allow themselves to get separated. They don't. Solid cleanup here from NRG.
بس نسيت موضوع كيو. صعب انه ياخذون الايمين الا اذا واحد طلع وايد بسرعه زي النيون يركض يكسر النايف ياخذ كنترول الايمين مع الأومن، يمسك له البارانويا ومن. بس احس انها بتكون بي من NRG. شفت النيون دف هذا اللي كنت ابغاه، بس كنت اتمنى سوفا، بس عادي سوفا هنا ولعب الجت من الدور.
Key opener. Rose is 2 charges away from having the Hunter's Fury.
الخوف من ايثن هنا.
Won't be able to see it here.
يبغى الاورب اللي في اللي.
Hunter's Rock though, a change up, a judge. This kind of presence has not really gone through for them, but the drone over the top will try to check, but it's just not enough coverage to try to keep Rock protected. Now the overdrive in.
حلوة.
To find 2 more. Ethan and Mata just able to do absolutely nothing. As Lover's Rock may have just won this entire round, but Kiko's still trying to fight back. Breaks open the B site. The spike still on the floor, a world away. Loita boosted up over the top. The pit now fanning out. Covers the spike, but Lover's Rock still taking space, still letting them know that this judge is in position. Ooh. Snakebite will finally get him that damage though. Forces him away. At the same time, Larock swinging around the back, getting on the flank. That shop door about to be tapped. Kiko is absolutely ready for it. What a read. But now they're out of time. They have to push forward. They have to try to get this plant going on the A site. Could just end up losing it all right here.
سلام.
As Lovers Rock gets the fourth.
جابوا الهاف. خلصوا جابوا 7-5. طيب نعطيكم اعلان هاف وراح اصل المغرب وجهي. طيب صلاة المغرب يا عيال.
Stop them from tying it up in 7-5.
Again, a great counter read by Rose, putting the Neon into position where you can punish that drone, and he does more than that because he's got the overdrive to boot. Beautiful, use that relay to give himself some space, and then just knock him down with the finger guns. Incredible.
Sets the wall, facing potential elimination. They cannot take this map of breeze.
Early dart, just to secure the orb. We're curious about this. Oh boy.
What a stack this is. The swing out, Kiko still able to find one. Damn solid work for him, especially given that Trevin knocked down to 50 and Brock able to find a little bit more. A good start for NRG. Looking for that stability to go into this 4v4 and now start to explore down into mid, but look at what's waiting on the other side of the wall.
They've read this rotation. This should be tricky for BBL to get through.
Smoke on Ethan's position. Potentially set for the pop flash out, but instead it's going to be the dry pig and Brock mowing down 3.
Standing ahead.
But damn clean that Sheriff here today. Now the spike on the floor and Rose trying to lurk his way back through elbow, but Brock clearly has an understanding. Will be able to find it and gets NRG a much needed first pistol win.
Yes, I mean, Brock, everybody talks about his Odin. I'm going to say this time and time again. His Sheriff is just as good. It is just as good. You just don't see it as often. He is absolutely ridiculous. These pistol rounds, he has kept it close in a couple of them single-handedly with his ability to win rounds and thwart some of the early ideas that BBL has, force them into a rotate, which is exactly what NRG wanted. That's so desperately needed. Kick things off on the right foot for NRG on this defender's side. No buy up at all here for BBL. Now you know 3 are there, and BBL is gonna have to try plan B. It's kind of what you have to expect here against NRG with this KO in the mix, is some of those knives that are gonna hit A main, and the timing's always staggered and changed round to round by Ethan, so it's tough. It has that extra layer of info gathering. Okay.
All right. Quick check in the mid from Mata. 2 kills gonna be found. Ethan now holding the door, cleans up Loita, damage onto LaRock. And any hope of a thrifty, very swiftly dispatched is NRG. This round win, especially if they can do it flawlessly, gonna get quite a bit of firepower going into the bonus. They tie it up 7-7.
1 enemy remaining.
Ooh, nasty
Spike
shot.
down B. 30 seconds left.
I don't know about that one. That's 400 credits gone on the drone in a 1v5. Either way, flawlessly is confirmed. NRG taking that every day of the week.
For sure. And this is maybe the start of something special here for NRG. Let's see if BBL has that same magic on their attacker side that we saw in Haven, or if this is just going to be kind of a defensive masterclass from NRG. One of the best in the business when it comes to that half. Really tenacious and annoying sometimes. They're going to be coming in with a decently healthy buy. Well, a decently healthy holdover from that flawless.
Oh.
Okay.
Even the best can have an oopsie.
Yeah, it happens. Literally happens to the best of us. Waiting out that flash. Nicely fought out here by BBL.
Let he who has not screwed up util throw the first stone and then ricochet it off the wall. Begin Kiko. A ton of damage onto LaRock, but not going to be able to clean up the kill. Loita, very swift headshot and continuing to scale forward. Just storms his way into the site. Energy now on the back foot. As Loita Able to find Mata. Just Brock and Scuba now. The latter of which will try to play this one forward. Has just the Spectre, can't afford to give his life over.
See, Brock's just already hightailing it out of there. No reason to fork over the Vandal. Loita holding the door, just waiting. Scuba.
They're gonna come pushing. Hello. Oh. Buck's back fast enough. You don't want to go for that snake bite. You want up getting caught. Lover's Rock. That's how you, yeah, that's hello in French, I think. I don't know. He's having fun. He's vibing on stage. Back into the lead by 1. That's just a bonus for NRG. Keep a weapon in hand. Now going into the full purchase. See if they can tie it up again.
Oh, what a nice play there by Loita. Able to bail Lorak out. God, Loita's been really good on this map too. He's been hitting some nasty shots. Lover's Rock, though, it's been the real story for BBL. Oh.
Quite able to find it.
Now you know both the Jet and the Sova are over here, so as BBL, I'd like to see them try to drum up some interest on A, and they kind of did. Just a few shots from Loita, but it hasn't really pulled Kiko that far. He's going to be able to step in through Link pretty quickly. This drone giving a lot of the story away.
The Dart didn't connect, though.
Yeah, so maybe they don't want to try to commit off the back of that just yet. Maybe wait for the next recon. Take a pause. About 10 more seconds left on that. And then try to make the play. Paranoia right down the backside, but Scuba's pushing forward. Oh, he went to the other side.
Doesn't get there.
Nobody
Brock
checked
is
him.
trying to keep a distraction going, and Scuba only able to find the 2, but Brock is there. That second layer, cleaning up a kill, looking for a little bit more, but Lover's Rock able to hold his own. A 2v3, and for a second, I thought those shots were going to connect right onto Kiko's head.
30 seconds left. Spike planted.
NRG still going to be in a decent position to try to close this one out. Lover's Rock, no util remaining. A snake bite to maybe buy a bit more time. They've got a ton of util available in the hands of Ethan. 2 flashes as well as that fragment, if he can stay alive, and he does.
Wow.
Quick to drop, quick to reassess, and realign. Now just Kreven. A little bit of a quieter performance from him. Will get the snake bite, but it's not going to be deep enough. And there's still plenty of time. NRG fighting back in a big way. Passing this fuse over to Ethan, trying to get that null command online. It's 8-8. NRG keeping it close.
Yeah. Again, you have to check both angles coming in through B, and a lot of teams just kind of commit one way or another, not anticipating that their opponents are going to shift to the other side. You know, you get the spot on the Scuba, and he uses that against you. Beautifully timed. Some frustration there from the BBL coaches, but they don't pull the timeout just yet. Gonna give them another round. And this time, I don't know if they go for this fast B hit. I think it might be to their demise.
We're good.
A lot here.
Puts into a meat grinder for BBL. Lover's Rock taking down the scale forward, just trying to push out of this cove.
Spike down B.
It's a couple kills in response, but Loita, last one alive. Frantically trying to find Ethan. Just cannot take him down. Flash not going to go out wide enough. And he's completely and utterly contained at backside. Oh, an opportunity to maybe find the 1, but it cannot be seized. 3 bullets, has to pause, go for the reload, but Scuba will find him eventually. NRG now into the lead by 1.
Into the lead for the first time. It's insane to think about, but they finally have crawled back. I mean, you talked about it earlier, the way that you can't give NRG time in matches because Ethan just starts to figure you out. This round, I mean, NRG just has 3 on B. You just go for the hit and it's so tough when you have the Storm Surge, the Snake Bite, the Poison Cloud all at the front door. Good luck getting through that. You're going to be so weakened by the time you get in that just makes it easy to spam you down. So I think just got to start working the map a little bit more here as BBL. You got to make them respect your A hits. That's generally where a lot of teams kind of butter their bread on Breeze. And so far it's been pretty, frankly, uninspiring. Like calling from BBL. I haven't seen anything too creative, too unique like we saw in Haven. This is their map pick. I mean, that's kind of been the story of a lot of these matches here at EWC is teams, both teams losing their map pick, and then we go to map 3.
It started off decently well, but it's kind of gotten out of sorts, and NRG starting to find their footing. As more and more rounds go on, I mean, Brock and Kiko are doing a Goliath task at the moment with the numbers that they're putting up.
Here.
Brock is outrageous, man. He's so clean. Ooh, nice timing.
Now shot, not quite able to connect, and that's going to be a quick pause in that Hunter's Fury. One of trying to get that op escorted forward onto a deeper line. Shockdart's now going to be layered in, but Mana off screen, able to find Kreven. Now gets himself a second. Loida dead as well at the doors. This time out, maybe not going to be bearing fruit for BBL. 3v4. Still no safety to try to go for the spike plan. In fact, it's going to be the Hunter's Fury out first, but Lover's Rock going to be caught. Ethan there at the bridge, able to find that elimination. And now you've got an ult expended to no avail. Rose ushered out into the open, able to find one, but needs so much more. The blind there gets the kill, but cannot get the round. NRG hit double digits.
And so much is expended here from BBL.
علمني.
That felt like desperation.
ليش حطيت كم
Using the
على
Hunter's
رجعوا في
Fury
النتيجة؟
there. And a lot of players, I think, just kind of losing track of the situation. Mana gets the kill on the Kreven, and then Loida just walks right back into it. And then you got the player behind Orange in Lover's Rock trying to create a little bit of space.
دقيقة انت لا لطم كذا الحين بعد.
Keeping track of the fact that there's probably a player coming through door. Mata's could be up there, and then Ethan's the one who gets the kill, swinging the other way. It's all madness.
They def themselves, give themselves tinnitus when they're shooting those corpses. Ever since that moment, it's starting to spiral out of control.
Yeah, that sometimes you don't want to make your opponents angry. And some players, they thrive on that.
Plenty have learned the hard way.
Trying to bait out some reactions with some footsteps. But NRG is just tucked in, dug in like a tick. Knife, I don't know if that catches anybody. I don't think it did.
It does,
oh,
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, they were still playing within it. Fragment at the ready, looking for this mid split. But look at where Brock is. The swing to come through, and look at where Brock went. 6 feet under. Clean shot from LaRock. Now the overdrive going to be in play. Kreven is able to find Ethan as well. And is this how you rally back in a thrifty? Scuba wants to say no. Quickly getting overwhelmed. Updraft over the top, and just too many targets. In the corner though, and Mana. Quick to scope in, quick to find that elimination, interrupting the plant, the spike now. Having to be recollected as Kiko slides along the half wall, but doesn't get a glimpse of smoke on one side of Poison Orb on the other. Poison flying. LaRock's still out into the open, and Mana, again, fast on that draw, gets himself the third. Kreven dead, and now Loida. Try to clutch this out as the reckoning goes over. He will be able to dodge past it. Skirting around the pillar, but Kiko about to be on the angle now. Has it confirmed, but Loida snaps on for the first. 8 bullets remaining. Mana trying to get the defuse up the half. The retap, he's gonna stick it. He's just gonna stick it! Loida finds the kill, but also finds despair and disappointment!
No COVID incident this time. Well, in a way, but not the way you normally think. And Mata here again. Disgusting. Just not. There's a lot of confusion, a lot of chaos after he gets that kill in the window. A lot of scramble from BBL to try to reassess the situation. What a recovery there.
He's a playground bully. He's bigger than all of them. He just kicked sand in his face and said, I'm taking your lunch money.
Lovers Rock now as the op. There's a pit right outside of A, so thwarting any ability to take space on that side. Wow, Lovers Rock. Nice read. That's a great start. We saw a good start in the previous round, and they couldn't convert. Rock. They give up the pit.
Ethan, similarly, okay, he's ready for the one, not ready for the overwhelm. Now, BBL still in with that player advantage. Shock Dart not going to be able to find too much on the Lovers Rock. Just tagged at 85. Still was shielding behind the Scuba. Been quiet, but there's the reveal. Oh, he hinged forward, I think, just a little bit too much. Gave it the angle. And maybe just gave up the round. 2v4, how much do they want to try to play this one out? Have to know that BBL, they have money behind this. And there's a couple people who are dangerously close to having some heavily impactful ultimates. And on that swing, I think you have to try to abandon it. But now if you're Mana, you're trapped. You're completely stuck here on the site to fight your way out, and you can't. Winner finds the kill, and BBL find another round win.
A little trickery attempted by NRG this time, dropping the pit to try to tee up Ethan. He's only able to get the one before he feels like he has to try to escape. And they're able to take a wide enough angle off of that fragment to deal with him. And from there, holding it through. Some hope here for BBL. They've got to go streaking. No other choice at this point. And you've got Yop, the Blade Storm for Kiko. Ethan just a bulldog, but has the
معليش أدري إني ما جيت.
So any hit you make,
أدري انشغلت.
it has to be that initial util dump.
أمي تسلم عليكم. تقول سلمي على
You're
المتابعين.
gonna wait out the second knife or the first knife, excuse me, of Ethan. He
تكلم
hasn't
أمي
used
والله.
it yet. I think that's
تسلم عليكم كثير
BBL is
سالفة تقول
looking
سلم
for.
لي عليهم.
Being impatient.
والله الله حرصهم على الصلاة. قلت ما عليك أنا ألطمهم قبل لا نروح نصلي.
Oh God.
Nasty headshot found. Thought for a second he's going to have a collat. Lovers Rock trying to find that same success. Meanwhile, over towards B. Just begging the Brock to go on that peak. The Rock, though, going to be looking for a little bit more. Ethan just here around the corner.
يلا يلا.
No charges
Back
left.
pedals away for a brief little moment. Meanwhile, Kraven able to find
فهم
Mana.
مين وما
Turns back, found him in mid. Knives pop, the spike still left on the floor. So the Rock
كيف
very
الوضع؟
much
كلهم
alone for the
باي
moment.
معهم
There's
أبوت
the
وباندل
pickup.
4v2 أوه
There goes the rest of the team.
أيوه.
Kraven sliding forward is able to try to break over the B side, but these footsteps are going to be
كيف
heard.
مين
And
مين
Scuba
مين مين
exactly
مين
where he
مين
needs to be. The spike gone right as the pit gets invested. He's snake bitten away from it. Borderline has to disrespect this. Clears the corner just long enough to be able to find it. Can he get to safety? Back sight not within the pit. Trying to find a spot.
خلي الديفولت بلانت يا حمار.
He will beat his
بلانت باك
place.
سايد بس. مرمى مولي لي. ارمولي شوف بلانت باك سايد. تطلع لك الدمج 20 30 40 محتوى دلاني. ولو سووا
It's that the knife timing from Ethan again.
بس هو
gives
جدي
him
أمك
so
ناديك
much
بالله
awareness
عليك. لو مش نادي
on
ولا
when
ده.
this hit is
أكيد
going to be
اسمي أحمد.
attempted. Kiko up high on the box, gets the opener, and then they're just outmaneuvering them every step of the way. And you have
وإذا تبغى تجيب راسي تقول
3
لي أبو
rounds in a
خالد.
row as BBL
إذا قالت لي أبو خالد تجيك وقفة عسكرية.
has to be the streak.
خلاص.
Your map pick.
اعرف إن في طلب من أم أحمد وغص بنطرق زي الكلب.
Sniff out NRG, but
يتم
NRG waited,
التلبية والقيام
trying to
به
refill some of that position. Mana tucked in again
والخضوع
behind
له
pillar in mid.
وسمي ولبيه وامري وعلى راسي من فوق يوم احمد.
He got that punish on earlier.
لا بس انه في العاده تقول لي احمد دائما. ابو خالد اذا صار في طلب كذا حبي.
Strike ready to come through. His tailwind not pop. Dash over into the corner now. Tailwind back. Kiko able to play evasively, but Ethan gets overwhelmed as Lovers Rock comes away with that elimination. Kiko getting a little bit of revenge here for his fallen IGL, and now finding a little bit more on top. Loita dead. Kreven trying to hold his own in mid. The spike does get planted on the A site. LaRock, however, scaling back into mid, is able to find him. Brings it into a 2v2. Double approach from bridge side.
يعني أنا بس أجي.
Scuba and Kiko to try to push this over the line to take us to Lotus.
والله العظيم ما هي بعيد عنهم. جيبوا الدبل ديجيت بس. ادخل 12-10. ادخل 12-10. والأمور طيبة قال الله. ادخل 12-10. تكفى تهز اشتغيايين.
On the side of NRG. LaRock, he's caught a glimpse. He's caught the headshot.
طيب الله وجهك.
Kiko now dead and Scuba
أنا أقول في أمل. وش أحمد سم؟ إيش ما شفت إيش؟
BBL.
كلمني أنا. طيب معليش ما نقدر رسالة. ورا تكفى شوف راوند ماذا. ما شاف رسالتي. أي راوند ماذا؟ ليه اسمك أحمد حسبته شلبي؟ يا أخي. يا أخي أنت كيف أنت أنا. بسم الله عليك ما شاء الله على مخك هذا كيف يفكر. بسم الله ما شاء الله. اللهم لا حسد. كان قبل راوندين من الذي من ذا اللي تقول له سم أحمد السمي. بعد الجيم ارجع راوند ماذا لا هنت لاند ولنت على خشمي ابشر. ما في امل يا جد. يا طفل شو قلنا احنا؟ اوكي بابا.
It's kind of tough because
كم مرة علمتك لا تقول ما في أمل.
He has been an absolute nightmare for BBL. So you just kind of have a couple rounds that you have some A executes, or splits and things like that. Love to see a fake over towards B. Maybe throw Rose and Kreven over there.
أوكي جدي ممتاز شاطر.
NRG to
نشوف في أمل ولا بس دائما خلي عندك.
But again, I imagine A is kind of going to be the landing spot.
It's another one of these rounds that I hate to give up the map overall.
تحسون عادي ألعب فالو علشان ما أنام. أحس الله يعينك ويعين اللي معك أكثر من أن الله يعينك. صراحة يعني اللي معك بياكلون زق خالص.
People tuck back around the corner. The peak going to be coming through the drop down.
حلوة
Able to find the one scooping out and trying to hold the line.
حلوة
One of the two rifles still in hand here. Needs to not get overwhelmed. He will be able to find a Rose, but the cleanup from BBL is looking swift and just. Go now.
Spike planted.
وين
To stop this from being a one away from overtime.
وين الطفل اللي قبل شيء قال ما في أمل؟ لاحظ قربت الفرصة ولا لا؟ شفت يا قلبي أنت؟ شفت؟ وغاد نبيك تتحمس تحل الجيم. اوكي. جاب راوند يا ولد شفت كيف؟ ابسولوت سينما.
12-11 NRG.
شفت يومين مخشوا. جو من البي سايت.
The other thing you're going to have to worry about here is BBL.
لا ألطمك. أبغى نبيك تتحمس. هذا أنا من يوم من 6 سنين وأنا أتابع بطولات فلغت نفس الشيء. وترى القلم ما اشتغل عندي إلا من البطولة دي. هو أنا أرد وأخذ وأعطي مع الشات ويسأل سؤاله وجاوبه ويسوي نفس ما أنا حماسي وعطائي يبغى حماس أكثر. قلت تصنع أكثر. ها قل تصنع مو تصنع أكثر قلت تصنع. كذب علينا سوي رياكشنات كذبيه بس كذا عشان محتوى. هذه ما عندي الله يجزاك خير. هذا انا في التحليل والاخذ العطاء والفلسفه. خذها ولا الفريق اللي يشجع ابو خالد يخسر. ايش هو قال ابو خالد يشجع الفريق اللي يشجع ابو خالد يخسر؟ والله انك كذاب ملا مو بعينك وجهك وجسمك كله كذاب. من اليوم لبكره كذاب. انا اشجع الفريق الضعيف عمدا. انا اشجع الفريق الضعيف عمدا. لاني احب الكفاح والاندر دوغز تيمز والحصان الاسود والحمار الاسود، اي شيء كذا ضعيف ما حتشجع يشجع. 4v2. طيب انا مين اشجع الحين؟ بي بي ال صح؟ وانا قلتها وحاط في الموقع 2-0. ليش بي بي ال مسوي كمباك؟ شوف وجهه يكتب الاجابه انه يعني
But Mata will fall. The backstab there. Larock ready to drive the knife. You cannot do it like this. Denied.
بغى ينيب. راح يخسر. خلاص خليه يخسر. خلاص اوكي راح يخسر. واذا فاز ابنتك من عندي في البث. ابنتك لو فاز اي بغي يسجل ابو خالد يخسر. انا هين الشغله. مو ابو خالد. طيب انا يمديني اصير مثلك متخلف، ما عندي حياه، ما عندي لذه في التشجيع، واشجع اي فريق قوي. اي فريق قوي، اي فريق احس ان السنه قوي اشجعه. انا اتعمد اني اشجع اي فريق ضفاع، اي فريق كذا يزق في الكبت. انا كذا، انا احب الزقاقه. حتى الناس اللي اخاويهم يزقون في كبدي لاني احب الزقاقه. انا سبحان الله ربي زرع فيني ذا الشيء. اختار الناس اللي يزقون في الكبت كذا، سبحان الله، من الله سبحانه كذا. انا اجذبهم اصلا، فخلني مبسوط وانت كمل عليه انت مبسوط عليه. خلاص مغناطيس. يا سلام، زي ما جبتك انت اللي قاعد تسالني. والله عميقه تصدق، صوتوني يفكر فيها والله في لون ورد.
And it does.
Quick spot into the kill. A little bit of a double pick from Scuba to see if he can find maybe a little bit more. Meanwhile, tailwind forward going to be punished as Krevin's able to find that kill, but on the counter spam takes down the enemy Viper. Player advantage here for NRG.
Oh boy.
To the clear on the drone.
حب متابعين زقاقتهم.
Stun thrown out. Rose slotting forward.
واحد.
Looking for the timing. Looking for the transfer.
خشمك تندحل. قلبه لفرز روك.
Still in with a 3v2.
على الهادي نوت بلانت. تدرون فايبر باك سايد واحد طالع خلاص ممكن ديرو.
Spike silently being ushered back out through cannons, leaving Scuba on an island.
والله وانا
See if he can sink or swim in this. Any kill he gets is going to be value. Any time he buys is going to be value.
وقتهم وبيسوون بلانت.
It seems like BBL are none the wiser to his presence.
They're trying to figure out where he went.
Oh, he saw a little bit.
30 seconds left.
I mean, he's just keeping them completely contained. Swing in the corner. Scuba able to find Lover's Rock. Spike in the meanwhile being planted on A. And this has been brilliant from Scuba.
أو 3 ضد 1 معلش.
It does manage to break away.
صعبة. هو يدري إنه في واحد ليت والبلانت هوبن مع سموك. صار الأفضل اسمع إذا هو ذكي يبوش. أيوة أيوة يسمك السبايك يبوش.
Nearly lined up for him. Finds the first. Turns back. Maybe a sound made by Brock. Has to try to clear.
رجل 5 ثواني على شافه 5 ثواني. ويت صوت.
Looked knows that he's in position, but it's not going to be planted for him. He does not have a snake bite to try to delay this one. He's just going to swing the corner, and Scuba gets it done.
أومن
So
حاب أرسل لك رسالة طلبية. خشمك.
navigates that round. Loita still also had a great call of his own to push A main there. But Scuba just absolutely
3 seconds
tore them apart.
3
The way he
seconds.
was moving around his smokes, he was anticipating that they were going to try to check him over the wall, so he was ducking in and out to keep them guessing. And they never found him until it was too late. And it's so close. I mean, Loita wanted to get that to half so bad before he pulled off and
صح الفريق بي بي ال جالس امام برج الاتصالات. لاحظ شوف برج الاتصالات، شوفها انا قاعد اشوفها. فريق جالسين تحت البرج، على البرج جالس عليه، عشان كذا الارسال والاستقبال عنده اسرع والصوره. التركي لا صح عشان البنك. بمسك مشروع عندي انا، مشروع ان شاء الله بعد
BBL are no strangers to
أواخر
overtimes
السنة
here
القادمة.
at EWC. They've been involved in a couple, so definitely have that experience under their belts. But NRG has plenty of their own, so let's see what the coach of BBL. It's got into the players' minds for this round. Just a simple A split. What it's looking like, but you got to make sure you do that top mid area. A couple players up there. Very scary if that. Yeah, I was going to say, if anything gets a reveal here, somebody's dead.
Kiko.
No!
Get shut down on the rock, and now Mata striking from behind.
اللهم يا رب.
A well-sprung trap here by NRG.
يقولون اللهم يا رب يعني يا
As Rose trying to fight back can only find the one, and now it is all on Kreven. The spot out. The tuck back, the spike still on the floor.
ما بثري ولك ودني ما
Surely
بثري.
this is it.
ايش اللي ما بثري؟ لوتس.
Surely
في
this is
أمل.
map 3. Completely surrounded.
في ضفعة.
Trapped in place.
تبغاها.
No other hope, no other recourse.
تبلها وعطى اللي بعده. والله شوف ما يبي يده دفع عطوه سبيس.
Ensuring that they do not give him any
أتمنى تروحين من
1v1s, that they do not give him any opportunity
إي
to even get that ball rolling.
في أمل ما تخافش.
Similar to
من
Lloyd,
إمتى
Kreven knows
الشمس
that he
ما
has to fight
جتش.
for it if he wants to have any chance.
يا باشا يا إيش إيه ده اللي بتقوله ده؟
14-12. Another full day of games. We are going the
ما عليه 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 ما عليه.
The times they've gone to
Oh,
Breeze,
هذا عاد الشرح
I think the
لي. ما
Jet has
يسوى.
left a bit to be
إني أعيد
desired
عشان كنت-
compared to his Rays because it's been so damn good.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, that's where naturally you're going to want to be looking in this matchup is those two raises. You know, with NRG going back to kind of that classic setup.
طقطق يا
They
ضفعة.
ran all the way through Champions last year with
لا
just a
تقول
single
أحد إني
duelist.
بضميري. أنت
Couple
زبال.
layers
داخل.
behind that. Okay, that's a big grab.
That is a
The net,
season
but
name,
the
but they
net.
ain't a little bit late on the back end of
The
that one.
net.
So ultimately, damage found not going to be too heavy, but Mata's still going to be able to find what is it? The shooting gallery! And NRG are dialed in with their sights.
برودكشن ألو.
They're
لا
feeling
تسبب
it.
لي ألو.
And
لا
this
تسبب
map,
لي ألو علشان ما سبب تايم أوت.
it's been
شوفه موجود.
rocky for BBL.
جاب البستل.
That's
موجود
not the start you
برودكشن.
wanted.
الناس صوتوا متعادة كراد
Feeling
الدور
like you had
برودكشن.
an
حدث الصفحة
opportunity to close it out on
لا
Breeze.
حدث.
Have that
Windows.
resilience to bounce back on a map where NRG
يعني
is
بس ما
very,
حدث
very
الصفحة
strong.
صدق. بيتقفل شوف. شوف الحين ها.
Even
صوتوا الناس
fired
باقي
the
أنت.
heck up, as
أربعة.
he should be.
ثلاثة.
Really like the way
اثنين.
that he was utilizing
واحد.
that KO on Breeze.
قفل.
And you know he's going to be there with the fade as well.
بالملي.
Saw it right off the rip with that seize.
بالملي.
So BBL, work to be done. Another no buy on the eco.
يلا نرجع.
For just the
أعوذ بالله من
classics
الشخص أنا ما شخصت.
and ping pong around the
يطلع
map.
وجهك
Grab an
العنود
orb,
ما
but
شخصت.
Mata's already pretty far ahead on the A side. They're aware he's got an outlaw,
أنا
so
أشوفك.
tough to clear this. What would they do? He splits them. Isn't able to get the shots to go.
Just a hair too late. A bit too early on the second. We'll go for the repeat. Nothing to be seen there. And again,
أحسن.
run away empty-handed. So far, able to scale up. Mata now dead. Rock just swinging, cleans him up with a classic, and with that kill, him dead at Baby Door, they might just be considering pivoting to that
Wallah.
position, and that looks exactly like what they're going to try to do. Brock here, however, at stairs, looking to be the bane of their existence, but can only find the 2 kills. As well as a good amount of damage, some of that going to be decay.
معهم أوت لو معهم جاردين.
Outlaw is going to be scooped up. Ethan's going to be pushed back for that blast pack, but can to scale forward. Finds that elimination. The right clicks from Lover's Rock, not quite being able to take him down. So some damage found, but widely. Now BBL halted in their tracks. Any more damage they could get certainly would be significant. It's 10 seconds
10
remaining.
seconds left.
Swing at the
One
corner, and
enemy
Ethan
remaining.
should just about have them both dead. It'll be Kiko to find the final, and NRG to start things off 2-0.
سلام.
Well, it's a little bit of a bounce back there, and Mata just kind of laughing off whatever happened to him over at Baby Door. Not too sure, but the big problem here is you try to make this cross as BBL.
تعادلي في المابات هذا الماب
You don't
الثالث.
have that extra layer of smokes like NRG does.
الفائز
You
على
don't
النهائي
have that
بكرة.
Viper, so you're not going to be able to set up that ability to make those pivots as easily. Therefore, Brock's able to punish it. There were no smokes in Lloyda's back pocket at that moment. Ethan just running it down. Trying to go for the late season nade. No catch onto Krevin though. He's able to sidestep that, but they are pivoting right where they want to go, and that's a judge to the face.
Well timed from Scuba. Trying to make this as difficult and as painful as possible for BBL to deny this bonus conversion.
Here.
Still with that weaker weaponry, the Outlaw unable to find single shot kills unless it's a headshot. Now a player advantage, and one of the two duelists of BBL left dead on the floor.
Ethan, just a phantom to hold this angle all alone. He just spams, oh my god, he could have done so much more damage there. That could have been so much worse for BBL. Only gets a little bit onto Larock and Loita, but he's got the pretty good read right now. Tap of the door, and NRG's committing to this A-side hold with
30
just 2.
seconds left.
حلو.
Thank God for full armor.
Rock still hungry for this one. Spam from Ethan, unable to connect. Rock trying to get these bandit shots to go, but it's going to be Loita counter swinging, taking him down, and Ethan will just be overwhelmed completely at backside. Snake bite out. Kiko able to find the one. The strike not being committed to quite just yet. Swing of the corner. Kiko able to find Loita. The time. They have to kill him. Scuba, you don't have the push.
الحمد لله.
Ends up diving in, thinking that he can clean him up with the judge. Maybe no eyes on the clock.
Yeah, I mean,
that ends up being, in the end, still good damage dealt at a bonus, but
يعني
absolutely could have been the round win.
It has to be, as you
يعني
say,
لو ما بش فاز.
Nobody really aware. Yeah, the coaches know it, man. That should have been NRG's round, to be honest. Oh, Kiko, man, just disgusting. The fact that Rose was at 10 HP there means he had no choice.
لا لا مع وقت.
No option but to get out of the way of that snake bite too.
ما بنرجي في قلت الزمة بس أقول خلي نرجي يروح بس. لا 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 الله يقطعكم كلكم يا عيال. حد بنبغى BBL.
Feeling even more inclined to have to commit the showstopper in this one.
شباب ما حد معي BBL. كفو. خلي نرجي ينقلع.
Not committed it anymore.
بس شكل BBL بيخسر. أنا معك كفو. كفو 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 والله إيه. بس الجيم والله العظيم إنه لو تسيخوف المصلحة الدولة. لا لا. حلو روز. روز والله العظيم إني أثق.
So at least gonna get the plant in. Oh my god.
That's quite a bit of damage there. Swing in though. NRG just giving him too many targets. Unable to isolate these quite just yet. As the showstopper is going to be sent out. We'll be able to find the one plants his feet.
لا فك الزق. فك الزق. فكه. خلاص. قلت لك لوز انت تدري اصلا خويك الفيد روز مات منهم جنب بعض اثنين مع بعض.
They get the result out. They move up 3-1.
And the economic situation for BBL.
شباب.
Confusing. It's going to be
خلاص ولا شيء.
a little bit all over the place. They can put together a little bit of a buy if they want, but I mean with this Viper in the mix, it makes it so difficult as the attackers. So many extra question marks on the map because that toxic screen cuts off so much of A. So much space to clear, and trying to clear those angles is when NRG started striking, started picking BBL apart piece by piece.
Okay.
I mean, they were just leaning A the whole way. It just feels like right now BBL is not able to strategically find the same level.
كيف وصلوا هنا؟ ما عليك كويسين بدري عليك انت لسه ما تفهمت الامور خليك في اللي انت العب شيء ثاني بس بروك مسك اودن ايوه هذه المصيبه مسوي استرتش للشاشه ولا اتخيل انا؟ بعضهم ايوه يسوون استرتش. بكره متى بتجينا؟ لا ان شاء الله احمد بكره ما تاخر. احمد انت يا اخي سوي يا اخي والله.
Honest at the very least, and if you're going to beat them, you're going to have to dig deep. You're going to have to go to that extra level.
And that's exactly what it came down to in that final map, that series that they played against each other at Santiago. It was two fairly one-sided maps in exchange. I think 13-6, 13-7 versus each other into then I think a 17-15 overtime on split for NRG to take the win.
لا لاني اخلص من البث، اخلص اموري قبل ما انام، الخص ومنتج وارفع على يوتيوب، اقوم انزلها. تلخيص ياخذ مني الجيم الواحد مع الرفع ساعتين الى ساعتين ونص. ساعتين، قول ساعتين، قول ساعتين. فاشتغل على جيمين بعدين انام، اصل الفجر انام. جاني وقت لعبت شويه كذا، تشلت ابو دقيقه ولا تفرجت ابو نص ساعه، ساعه ونص. خلي شخص يسوي بدالك، لا صار فيه على الفاضي. قصقص هي بس مو مونتاج. المونتاج له انا بس اقص واقدر نتي كويس انا. جاني شكرا لك يا حمد. ابو خالد ايش تشجع BBL؟ الله يكثر خيرك اول شيء على الدونيشن، لاني اكره هاي فريق امريكي حبيبي. ولا مو من الاتيام اللي يفضلون BBL، بس الحق ينقال والله العظيم BBL لعبهم حلو، والله انه فريق كويس ما اشجعه. انا ابغاه يفوز اليوم. الفريق اللي اشجعها ما تاهلوا ولا هم موجودين. عنصر يا رجال توكل على الله، بس من العلم كله ما يعرف معنى عنصرية. ما احب الروستر الامريكي NA. I don't like NA بلاي ستايل. الحين كذا انا ماني بعنصري ترى، الحين انا مودرن يعني I speak in English.
Cannot find it. Mana gets himself a third. NRG get a fourth.
4-1. أنا أشجع DRX، هو فريقي نمبر 1. بس كم لي عندي DRX سنة من كثر ما أنهم مندقين. أنا أشجع الفريق عادي ضعيف يعني. اختار الأتيام الكورية، أحب اللعب حقهم. نانكشن الله اني احبك، يا الله يسعدك يا حمد. شكرا لك على الدونيشن حمد، نحب اللي الله يعطيك العافيه يا حمد، شكرا لك الله يجزاك خير ويرزقك اضعاف الدونيشن اللي غسلته. انا ما ابغى بني والله الا الارتات اللي عندي سد النفس. لكن ان شاء الله هذه نقطة القادمة ان شاء الله. What's the issue with their play style؟ اخيرا واحد سالني، اخيرا واحد دخلني في المود حق التحليل. بلاي ستايل امريكا ديفولت ستايل rely on aim.
And they could in theory bring a player up through baby door again, and BBL has to respect that.
التيم اللي
look at the diligence
الامريكي صراحه اللي اشفع له في انه لعبه نوعا ما مميز او منظم، لا اقول مميز، منظم اكثر NRG. اوفرول امريكا كلها تعتمد على الايم، تعتمد على الايم يعني يقلدون ستايل لعب كوريا خلينا نقول نوعا ما، ولكن ما عندهم هم الاندفاعيه ذي بشيء. واتكلم انا عن امريكا نورث مو بجنوب امريكا يعني. في امريكا انا احب بلاي ستايل لعب الاتيام الارجنتينيه البرازيليه التشيليه، احبهم يعني هو اللي يعني لعبهم يطربني صراحه. شكرا يا فورتكس.
Basically handed over to BBL. Zmana going to be caught trying to backpedal. Krevin takes him out. And how in the hell has this gone so wrong?
فاز بالأودن. إيه فازوا المتى. نانكشن فاز في ذا بسبة بف قوة نيون والجج. يجي متى يطلع تيم عادي ترى مو غلط.
BBL found their opportunity, found their moment, and Brock, an uncharacteristic mistake from him, basically costs you the round. Hey, that was the Steel Garden invested there too. I'm just like, this is perfect. You use the Steel Garden to counter the Nightfall.
No, it looked brilliant.
It did.
بس المثل الحالي فعليا بالانس نوعا ما بالانس، يعني ما في شيء قوي مره، في ضعيف وفي موزون نوعا ما، في الغالب موزون، ما في شيء مخرب المتى. يعني اشوف ان الشامبيون السنه دي فالورانت تورنمنت شامبيون خلي اللي EWC بيكون نار. يعني احس انه
momentum changer potentially here. I mean, you're still fine as NRG. You're still going to be able to buy into this.
بيفوز باستحقاق تيم جبار. تيم فهمت الفكرة بوصل لك ايش؟ ما في تيم مستغل حاجة معينة، سلاح او ايجنت او دنيا، زي سالفة تنكشن، زي سالفة اودن بدا، زي سالفة ايا كان السبب. ما شاء الله عليك يا ولد، من ذا حمد الله يعطيك العافية. شكرا لك على الدونيشن. ليش اللعب كله سبلت وسلو في البطولات ولا فرقه معينه تلعب اللعب هذا؟ لا اللعب هذا فرقه معينه، بلاي ستايل باختصار. زي ما تشاف الحين في NRG في BBL، في ريجنز يلعبون فول دبليو اجريسيف. بالسيفيك ريجن اللي انا اقول انا افضله لعبهم اجرو، لعبهم فول دبليو في الغالب في الاتاك، حركه اكثر. اليوروبيان ستايل الEMEA لعبهم ديفولت، ثلاثة يلعب ديفولت، يجمع بعدين يروح سايد كذا. مو غلط بس انه ممل ومتعب للخصم، واكثر تيم مطبقه صح وضابطه وهو اللي بدا البلاي ستايل هذا ونجح فيه فناتك على مستوى التير 1 تيمز. زايد امريكا نظامها اعتماده على الايم اكثر، قاعد يطبق ستايل لعب يوروب وستايل لعب باسيفيك، شوي من هنا شوي من هنا، ويعتمد عليهم بالنهايه، يعتمد عليهم يعني استنساخ. احس امريكا ما هو قاعد يجيب لك شيء جديد، ما هو قاعد يطلع لك بشيء جديد. يلعبون ديفولت بشخصيات ديفولت، متى ديفولت في البطولات، يعني مو معقدين على انفسهم الا فريق قد قلت انا اللي هو نوعا ما NRG في بعض المابات. جيتوا شفنا منه تغيير في سنه من السنين بس نفس السالفه. عموما الصين فل دبليو تشاينا الا XLG اللي يلعبوا في السنتين يلعبون اصول بس اعتمادهم على الايم. فهمت؟ كل اللي يعتمدون عليهم، بس اقصد البلاي ستايل حقهم والشيء اللي مميزين فيه ما فيه. عرفت اللي نلعب ديفولت ناخذ انفو نبص سايد، شيء بلانت بنلعب ايم، ما في مثل لعب باسيفيك اجريسيف في سايت وفول دبليو يروحون ديب دبل فيك تربل فيك، مثل لعب اليوروب اللي ديفولت اللي واقفين اخر 5 ثواني بوش، مثل زي ستايل لعب فناتك اللي عندهم بوست بلانت قوي ملعون لا تحس الامريكان ما في شيء مميزين فيه الا ان ايمهم سم. عرفت؟ في بعض اول ما تناسبهم صراحه، بس تطبيقهم للبوست بلان، تطبيقهم للديفولت في الاتاك، الفول دبليو ما ادري كيف اقول لك، ما احس انهم متقنين مثل اتيام الباسيفيك وتشاينا ويوروب. والله يبروك شغل لك اودن يا شيخ اقسم بالله. وشوف BBL كيف يلعب، BBL بيلعب بالاسلوب اللي قلت لك عنه انا، اليوروبيان ستايل ديفولت، اخر 20 ثانيه فجاه يبوش كذا لعب اليوروب. مو غلط، هذا الاصول ترى مو بالاصول، المضمون انك تلعب سلو يا حمد. فهمت علي يا عيال؟ انك تلعب سلو، تبش الاي مثلا، انا بقول تبش الاي. خلينا نشوف الراوند الحين.
Smoke falling, Kreven cleans up Kiko. The camera out and Scuba going to be noted. Clears that, the dart having to be removed.
ذكي يبغى يجرب. اي بي سي انك مثلا تبش الاي، شوف في كنترول من عندهم ولا لا. انا اتكلم عن لوتس ما بلوتس هذا. اوكي تبش الاي تسمع والله في 1 2 3 تصدق تقول لا. اوكي في عندنا مثلا 3 في الاي، خلاص تروح بي تكسر الترب حق مثلا خلينا نقول في وال فايس ولا ترب سايفر. اوكي تكسره خلاص انت كذا بتقول اكيد انه في 2 سي ولا 1 سي. خلنا نروح سي نسوي كميوت الانفو، ممكن بعدها نرجع اي اذا الليركر حقنا اخذ تايم في الاي، ما اخذ تايم في الاي نكمل سي وناخذ بوكنا نلعب بوست. هذا الاصول. اوكي يلعبون اثنين الان، اخذوا انفو، شافوا الريز، شافوا الفيد، تربهم هنا، شافوا 1 واي هنا، ما بعرفين. طيب ايش وضع البي؟ هل نكمل في الاي ولا لا؟ شوف الحين بيشوفون. لا والله سووا جروب. في اللي قاعد يسوي غلط حرفيا، ما في برشر سي ما في برشر بي، يعتمدون على الام، يقولون يلا يا رب نفوز. فباختصار اللي يجيب البك الحين هو اللي كسبان. ديفولت بعدين قام فايت. هذا اللعب. لكن جيك اتيام صراحه تسوي اشياء جامبل مغامره، يعني تخاطر تبش فول دبليو سايت معين من البدايه، تسوي الدبل فيك من ايرلي بدايه، تستعمل التيات ايرلي فيك. بعضهم يخبرون، بعضهم يغامرون صراحه يلعبون ديفولت للرمق الاخير 5 ثواني. فكل تيم وكل ريجن يتميز بشغلته، فانا افضل بالسيفيك بسبه الفول دبليو. مو اساس فالو الام الا الام، طبعا الام شيء اساسي. انت في النهايه تبغى تذبح الخصم، انا ابغاك تذبح 5 ما عليك بالطريقه. ايمك حلو، ايمك زق، تكرمون، تلعب جج، تلعب اودن، تلعب اب، انا ابغاك تذبح لي 5 صح ولا لا؟ هذا الهدف. طب هل اقدر اذبح 5 وايمي حلو؟ ايه تقدر. طب هل اقدر اذبح 5 ايمي شين؟ ايه تقدر. طيب ايش اللي يخليني اذبحهم ايمي حلو ايمي شين؟ اوصل لذا الشيء. كيف توصل لذا الشيء انك تقدر تاخذ جن فايت طبيعي؟ يلا ايمك سم وايمت، انا منتظر مأيم، جاني فلاش وين تحط ايمك؟ في الدرج طبعا. مثلا جاك ستن وين تحط ايمك؟ في جيبك مثلا. ففي كاونترز للايم، في كاونترز للاودن، للاب، للجج، للبلاي ستايل، للهولد، في كاونتر. ايمك حلو بس اللعبه ما هي سي اس. حتى سي اس للي مأيم في سموك ون صح، في فلاش. فلعبه فيها يوتن. انا اشوف الايم في فالورنت كان قبل يوم كان اليوتن سبام، أهميته 30% بالنسبة لي كانت انك تعتمد عليه، بس مو هو البرايو تقدر توصل هاي رانك مغربا. الان الوضع اللي صار فيه كيف اسويها؟ ان قللوا من اليوتيوب بشكل كبير، نرف من شخصيات كثير، صار الاعتماد الايم اكبر فخف اليوتيوب. يا اخي انا صح كلامك، بس اللعب صاير ممل واضح. كان نفس الشيء سلو سبلت وهذا. ايوه شكرا لك على الدونيشن يا حمد. ايوه بس الفكره انه هذا الشيء اللي صار. خليني بس خلص النقطه اللي صار، انه خلى اليوتل اقل نسبه كبيره، الانيشيتر، السنتينل، كل شيء. حتى الدولست المتى صار دبل دولست، بس حتى الدولست نرفض الفلاشات من هنا ومن هنا. فصار اللعب اعتماد الايم اكبر، صار اكبر. الاب طغى اكثر. ليش صار متى الاب اكثر دارج؟ فهمت الفكره؟ دبل الدول ستار دارج ليه؟ اليوتر قل، فصار الاعتماد عليهم اكبر. فالان اقدر اقول لك في الوضع الحالي 50 50% الايم مهم، 50% اليوتر او الاشياء الثانيه غير الايم، اليوتيليتي، تريد، البوزيشن، الامور الثانيه كلها اللي توديك للايم خليك تاخذ. بس صراحة أنا أشوف أن هذه حاجة سلبية، لأن اللعبة اعتمادها أساساً فالورنت يوتيليتي بشكل كبير. أساسا هذا المتميز في فالورنت اليوتيل. بس إنه صراحة تبي الصدق بعدين يوم عشت حطيت في الأمر الواقع مثل الناس نرف الدنيا الآن الوضع اللي احنا فيه، صراحة انبسطت. أنا من الناس اللي ما كنت أعطي الإيم أهمية، وأقدر أوصل هاي رانك وإيمي عادي جدا عادي. يشبك يوم يضيع شهر. اقدر اوصل هاي رانك بالراحة. طبعا انا دورت الصعب انك توصل هاي رانك باليوتيليتي في صعوبة جدا. بس اني انا بالنهايه تأيد، يعني انا شخص مثلا بدل انه ياخذ جيم فايت 50-50 واذبح، انا استعمل ستنز وفلاش واخذ تايمنج لمصلحتي واذبح، فخلي نسبه اني افوز بالفايت لو ايمي على الرجل 100% عادي. هذا كان اسلوبي في اللعب. بس الوضع اللي صار حدني اني اخر سنه اطور من ايمي، يعني اركز عليه اكثر، اركز على الجيم فايت اكثر، لأن اوريدي اليوتل موجود بس خف. بدل اني اسويه 3-4 مرات في الراوند صرت اسويه كم مرتين. واضح سواء كان فلاش ستن سموك اللي هو، وصراحه حلوه صراحه. دخلت في متعه ثانيه، تجربه جديده يعني. هذا الشيء حدني اني اطور من ايمي. وصراحه يوم اني دمجت الجيم سنس اللي عندي وطورت من ايمي، صراحه اللعب عندي صاير فنان مره، صاير امكس بشكل مو طبيعي.
Lovers Rock dead, Lloyd and gone as well. A terrible way to try to start off this final round of the half as Mata goes up and over.
Down A.
Rose eliminated Kiko trying to survive into the corner. He'll stick around with just 15 HP.
No, but anywhere you go now is BBL. Doesn't look easy.
Face your fear.
Can't see a damn thing.
كنت اتمنى نكشن او BBL.
Gets the ping out. Nathan gets Kreven dead.
نكشن طلع باقي BBL.
LaRock in a 1v5. Can only find the first kill. 8-4 NRG.
الله يستر صدق، الله يستر صدق، الله يستر. طب خليني اعطيكم اعلان الهاف.
BBL on the back foot. Need this pistol.
الله يستر. عموما حمد الله يبيض وجهك كثر خيرك، لو اشوفك من يوم لبكره ما اوفيك حقك صراحه على الدعم الطيب والدونيشن.
The way that they're able to use that toxic screen to really take a lot more control on A in a kind of unusual fashion. You're so used to seeing everybody take A by fighting for rubble. They take A by waiting for you to have to go past, and you have no information, you have no idea what's going on.
The fans fired up, they're being rewarded with some very...
If anybody can do it at this tournament, I feel like it could be BBL with the brilliance that they've been able to put together on some of these rounds on some of these maps, but their defender side can be rather good. They shut out EDG one time.
Evan Tux wanting to play off of that trip, and now we'll try to strike, but Ethan swings in, hearing the shot, dispatches him immediately. Plant quickly coming through. All 4 players scaling back through A lobby. Thorns at the ready to deny access. Mark Rose going to be cleared out. Shadows traveling. One way situated towards drop. Paranoia ready to fly. It's the relay bolt. It's chucked in as well. LaRock, that sheriff in hand, able to find the one. Finds himself a second. Mata going to be taken down as Rose gets involved. But Kiko, all of a sudden, takes down 2. LaRock's been spotted. And the pistol once again goes the way of NRG.
They have had such a turnaround in the pistols. They lost the first 3, they've won the next 3. This is chaos, and the fact that Kreven doesn't get anything there is so brutal. Because I think otherwise you probably are going to be able to barely squeak this round out as BBL. But not able to get at least one from that tucked in surprise position. Devastating. BBL, there is going to be a bandit in LaRock's hands. He wants to at least try to be the difference maker, probably feeling it after that first pistol. And he has to be the difference maker. You need that superstar player to step up right here, right now. But it's a good pivot from the side of NRG. They have completely gotten BBL to go to the other side of the map. Now they're making noise, and Rose, though, should hear all of this, and he's just kind of tucking in next to the door. He hasn't called the troops over. They're anticipating another pivot or something, but there's been 0 resistance here.
I have this spike.
Oh, they are actually going to pivot.
Almost out.
It took so long.
Still good amount of time. But is this just an elaborate ruse? A pump fake?
It's working.
I think Ethan's just gonna go try to bait them, make a fake. Just give them false information.
This is so annoying.
Rose to be the one to try to check. Thinking it upon himself, but starting to get a decent assessment. That tap of the door, I think they're just not in the range to actually hear that one. They're just gonna send a smoke over to A and hope for the best. Swing forward, Mana able to find two before getting traded out.
Spike down, C.
Decent shot from LaRock, but they need so much more. And Kiko posted up on top of the box, able to find another 2 kills. All 3 to round it out. He and Mana denying any hope of a thrifty.
Maybe looked and felt a little overcooked here from NRG, but the rifles reign supreme. The Phantom and the Vandal do all of the killing there. So, even though you have a pretty good read on that round, I think overall as BBL actually didn't really matter. Now you're staring at a 6-round deficit to try to get back into this map. BBL, again, slightly better on their defender side in recent history on this map, but other than that time they 12-0'd EDG on their defender's side, it's been relatively close. It's a lot of like 7-5s that are in there. And especially after losing that pistol, feels like that may just not be enough. A pretty ferocious buy for NRG. Spectre for Ethan, but rifles otherwise. Brock and the Guardian.
Moita, top of Rebel, clears it, tries to reposition. Rose able to peel back one kill, but Moita just doesn't go deep enough on the teleport to break the sight lines. Clear of the thorns to slide forward. Lover's Rock trying to fight back, but he's just out on an island now, all alone. Sets up the fast lane, swings that corner, and Mana is ready and waiting. Open arms to greet him.
Spike planted.
Nothing he can do. Just has to go. What a beautiful paranoia from Kiko there, by the way. That completely shut down that re-hit from BBL. It caught 2 players. It made it so Lover's Rock couldn't scale off of his relay bolt. It isolated them and allowed NRG to reset, take that fight cleanly. Beautiful. Beautiful work from NRG. And just an uncomfortable rubble fight at the start of this round for BBL. That high-low setup, they had a moment where they could have, I think, seen a player through the toxic screen, but didn't. And then they got caught by the haunt, and the escape plan, like you mentioned, just not really quite there. That's, you'd think, the coffin being closed.
Yeah, it feels like curtains on this one. NRG just winning out in every single regard, at every twist and turn. 11-4. Just absolute brutality, so a timeout call to be made by BBL.
It's tough. I mean, the toxic screen here, really annoying to deal with, because when NRG wants to re-clear over towards A, makes it a lot harder for you as the defenders to have a good setup for it, because they can tuck in behind it, and then all of a sudden there's 5 players there, and what do? You know, you got to hit the craziest transfer of your life, and that's not a high percentage play. So maybe just got to get a little bit more proactive on other parts of the map potentially. But that's tough too, because NRG is constantly kind of ping-ponging around. It makes it really tricky if you want to be, you know, with these double duelist setups, you always talk about how you want to get aggressive on the extremities. You want to try to take some map control, but NRG is so methodical. It makes it so tricky. Mata again thriving. 17 kills.
1 away from a showstopper is LaRock, but Mata is there to match. He's nade out Mata. Okay, so K damage. Waits it out. Showstopper has been pulled. Spot on the 1. Rose dead. The struggle continues for BBL off the rip.
يا رجال.
And NRG, they're happy with the one and done. They're making their exit from this A side of the map.
The timing you get to do this
فلسفة 2-1 يا رجال.
should have quite a bit. I mean, there is
صارت
the
2-1.
camera
أنا قلت
and a
صارت
trip
2-1.
over here. Give you some awareness as
خلاص يا
BBL.
طفل.
I wouldn't be surprised if NRG just clears this cam and accelerates.
أكلم
Go.
الكبار لا تخليك
Time
على
to be
جنب.
cleared. Krevin's position known. Mata
الأطفال
jumping
ممنوع
up
يشوفون.
over the top, swinging down the paranoid there. Krevin able to spot him out, so we'll be able to find the one, but Ethan trades it back. Still a player advantage in the hands of NRG. Rock with that judge is going to have to go huge.
سمي.
Poke and Braun not being rewarded with much. And now from this position, yep, say the judge not going to be finding nearly as much value for you, so the weapon swap going to be necessary. LaRock similarly trying to trade it out, but Lover's Rock has now fallen. Can they find anything at all? The swing out, and Ethan says no. Denies them away. Swing in, painting an outline around Brock. Loida cannot connect. And NRG, 4 players still alive in that round. They advance up to match point.
Oh, Ethan. Beautiful work on the backside there. Holding the line, not giving any hope over to BBL.
Come on, boys, let's go. Good job.
And it looks very, very good. It looks undeniable that it will be America's in that grand finals.
And unfortunately for Lover's Rock, he's following in the footsteps of Mata earlier in this series. Pi has been achieved. 3-14, just has not been able to get off the starting point with this Neon here on Lotus.
معليش يا عيال شوي
So
صارت.
good on Breeze.
طيب.
Just
والله
asking you
قهر
so
والله
much
قهر والله
with this
قهر.
BBL
ادري اني ما
competition.
الهاف الثاني ما اعطيته وجه ولا انتبهت. بس النتيجة موجعة بعيدا عن اللي صار كله بعيدا عن السبب. يا اخي كنت ابغى BBL يا اخي. يا اخي وش اللي نهائي بين NRG والهندرتي في العن ان شاء الله ياخذ هديف. ولا ياخذها NRG. الحين بيجيك واحد يقول لا لا تشجع هديف بيخسر. يا رجال دزهم انا شجعت ضيف. بس ثيف تصدق انه اقوى اداء في البطولة اقوى.
Ro's gonna pivot over. No, he's gonna stay on B site. It's gonna be LaRock and his showstopper to try to deny this A hit, and the rest of the team hauling to get over there.
Moita needing to buy a decent amount of time here for himself as a showstopper from LaRock going to be lobbed in. Mana leaps right up over the top of it.
What?
Not much damage going to be suffered there at all.
كريجن امريكا اقوى ريجن اي في EWC على المستوى هذا.
Tap at the plant. Scuba and Ethan swarming forward. Krevin fires off a shot. Lets him know his position, but the spike can still be ushered over, but they have to get this planted.
وهم 4 أيام الظاهر تأهلوا صح؟
Just enough time. Get over towards default. Brock stunned, trying to escape, but the spam is going to be there. Defuse not necessary. BBL will at long last close out another round win for themselves. The first one in this half.
Well, they're finally able to find that answer that I've been talking about.
كيف ما BR
Hit the super jump
أو لا
there,
ثلاثة.
But it's the way that they're being proactive now with taking a lot of space. You know, we saw it at Mound. They thought about it at B, didn't commit on it, but they know now that they have to. Still some fire. Said it before. The embers of this BBL team
اوف تيما اوف في علم
easily.
اوف لو سوى كمباك شو نقول؟
Can reignite in a split second, and Bonkar knows it. That's why he goes for this timeout immediately. Wants to talk about some of the ideas they could implement. Have a lot of rounds to work with, a lot of cushion here. So we'll probably talk about some bigger picture strategic ideas.
ايه انا معك.
Felt like they got maybe just a little over creative there in that round, but said it's just really quick reactions from BBL.
Seven more.
ايه لا مستحيل.
Going to have to take for BBL.
Fnatic is special with his زقاقة and his.
See though, What the call looks like for NRG as they look to bring this series to an end, punch their ticket into that grand finals tomorrow. Have the nightfall.
يطلع من
Have them from
بدري
the
يعني.
shadows. The same
موسم
could just
صفري
about
في
be
نفس
set for
الألعاب.
BBL though. One charge each away from those ults.
Oh, Ethan.
Take a space here, but Ethan just going to silently backpedal away.
Got timely smoke there. Nailed him out. Right at the front of the seaside mound. Otherwise, if Lover's Rock kept scaling, he was probably dead. But that still gives you kind of this ability to sort of draw a line from the A site over to mound as BBL hold the line. They're pivoting. It's NRG. Now it comes down to timings on when you're going to be able to catch NRG ping-ponging around the map. Lover's Rock trying to get back over quickly, but might get there just in time.
Right, fall out. Trail potentially to betray Kreven if they can track it, but he's just going to go scaling forward.
Fake.
Lover's Rock arrives.
Fake.
He's able to find that kill. Is now TP.
اوريدي الفايبر هنا. دخلوا الريز فيك وقلت الفيد. شملوا في الموضوع ليش؟ على اساس اذا خذينا السايت اوريدي والفايبر مات الفلانكر كملنا السي. هذا اللي قاعد اتكلم عنه الاسلوب الصح في الديفولت اللي يطبقونه.
Swing out, Kiko quickly repositioning, takes the teleport over to the side. We're situated abroad. If you find anything at all, that ult is going to be sent immediately. 4v4, Kiko re-slotting, waiting, looking for Larock, but Larock a little bit faster on the draw. The tap of the defuse now coming in.
Poison's off.
Scuba now striking, drawing their attention onto the flanks as Ethan goes down a drop, has the leg up.
لا على 3 أماكن يا عيال كل زق. مات واحد باقي 2.
But they haven't even started defusing this. It's not held to half. They have to start going for it. And Lover's Rock, when they needed him the most, comes away with 3. Gets the defuse.
Okay.
He gets another round under BBL's belt.
The fact that they're able to recover is insanely impressive here for BBL.
Okay.
This is a great round, a great call. Scuba scaling forward, anticipating these aggressive rotations off of that sort of fake C hit. They're able to TP over, but the spike isn't with the TP. That's the only thing I don't like about this from NRG. If you have the spike in Kiko's hands, that is their round, because the time would have ran out.
Fully agree. And that's those 2 aforementioned ultimates now gone, but Lictus just gone as well.
No smoke.
We'll walk about through that smoke, and Scuba ready and waiting. There's no counter swing available. No punish to be found.
Yep.
Now a consideration.
انه
Pressuring back out towards rubble, but
ايوه يعني ما زلت عند كلمتي بس في الاي دبليو سي لا عكسوا ذلك. 2 من الريجن امريكا متاهلين للنهائي.
Smoke there. Do they send it? Boombot try to go through. That doesn't clear him out, but Mono will. Not relying on technology.
Face your fear.
Just does it himself. A little bit of elbow grease, pushes that corner. Kreven dead. Backs now up against the wall. The overdrive through, and Lover's Rock.
ليش كذا؟ ليش Lover's Rock كذا قاعد يواجههم سيده؟ ليه مو قاعد
Rose held in place. Paint shell to the corner. Ethan forced away from the plant, but still plenty of time to play around with his Rose. Would have to ace, and he can only
NRG to the final.
NRG push it to 3, and they take down BBL.
It was an absolute marathon here. An overtime map sandwiched between 2 really strong performances from each team respectively. But NRG, the defending world champions, have a chance to add more hardware to their trophy case.